Welcome, fellow geeks, to our next episode of Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Tabletop Treasure Hunters, for those of you who are not familiar, is a long-term homebrewed campaign using the Pathfinder 2nd Edition game system. Pathfinder 2e, along with the world that we're playing of, a Galarion, many of the deities, characters, locations we're going to mention are all owned by a company named Paizo, and this is our fan content. So thank you very much, Paizo, for giving us an excellent game. Tonight, we have with us two of our guilds. We have with us the Powder Pact and the Goldbloods, who you guys have not seen in action yet. So welcome, everybody. Let's go ahead and let's introduce our players and our characters for everybody really quick. Let's start with Nathan. Tell us a little bit about you as a person and tell us about X.
Great. Nathan Smith. I'm part of the Knights of Astille. We do mobile role-playing games, stuff like that. It's my first season playing X, the rockin' bard, and he's ready to rock and roll tonight.
Yes, indeed. Very good. Thank you, Nathan. Glad to have you here tonight. Tori, tell us about you as a person and Teal as a character.
Hi, I'm Tori. I'm here with Level 1 Geek, and Teal is just so excited to play tonight. She's a fighter and just a real nice gal all around, and she is part of the Goldbloods.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thanks, Tori. And Emily, tell us about you and Midge, if you would.
Hello, my name is Emily. I love role-playing games in most of its forms. I think all of its forms. And I am here part of Level 1 Geek most of the time. Tonight, I am playing Midge, a little kobold who is obsessed with hats. Quite excited to adventure with you all today. Let's get to it, shall we?
Very good. Thank you, Emily. And Bill, tell us about you and Brave Gut Grim Kitchen.
Hey, my name is Bill. I am a podcaster. I make a show called Escape This Podcast, where we create escape rooms for people to try and escape from in this kind of TTRPG style, which is, it's fun. Go listen to it. I also have another show called Solve This Murder, which is in the middle of a season right now, in which I try and solve murder mysteries that my partner creates, which is much, much harder, but easy to listen to. It's like 20-minute episodes. Go check it out. I am playing Brave Gut Grim Kitchen, who is a rat folk cordon bleu chef who ran a sewer restaurant in the underneath Absalom, and now is exploring the world trying to craft his more insane recipes. That's Brave Gut, and he's going to be on the lookout for foraging as we go.
Very good. Love it. Thank you, Bill. Wonderful crew we have tonight. In case you guys didn't catch it, X and Teal are representing the Goldbloods tonight, and Midge and Brave Gut are representing the Powder Pact. You guys are going to be voting on who deserves some bonus renown tonight at several points throughout the evening, and renown is who we're going to decide who wins this competition at the end of the season. So keep them all in mind. As for me, I am Chase. I am playing the Game Master for this campaign, and I apologize this evening. I have had some vocal issues the last couple days, so my voice is giving out. I'm just going to do the best I can, and I might turn into a goblin for the rest of the night. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. So that's us, everybody. Thank you for being here. Chat, we're glad to have you guys here. For any of you guys who watch this show regularly, you know that we have plenty of ways for you guys as the audience to interact with the show as well. Aside from voting, we have several different chat interactions that you can check out. And last week, I talked a lot about them for a very long time. So I'm going to give some quick highlights, and then I'm going to let you guys figure out the rest by either chatting with our regulars here in chat, or you can go check out our website, level1geek.com/tabletop-treasure-hunters. And you guys can check out all of our chat interactions there. Yeah, we've got this affirmation bar here up at the top. You guys can move that with your channel points. Towards the heroes is good for the heroes. Towards the villains is bad for the heroes. If you exceed it in either direction, you're going to dish out hero points or villain points. Hero points are used by heroes to do things like cheat death or do guild-specific special abilities. The Goldbloods are going to be focusing on reducing damage with theirs, while the Powder Pact is going to focus on increasing their allies' damage with theirs. And then me for villain points, if I get them, I'm just going to make the encounters more challenging by doing really mean things to the players. So if you're feeling sinister, you can go that direction. We've also got a bunch of other stuff. Check out the channel point section. If you are a Patreon or subscriber, we have blessings you can give out. Check out the channel for details on those. And I think that's it for chat interactions. We're glad to have you guys here, and we hope you have fun with them. Before we get started, we would like to give out a few thanks before we jump into the episode. The Goldbloods, first of all, would like to thank our Patreons if they would be so kind. Teal, why don't you go ahead and start by thanking some of our loyal supporters?
Oh, yes, I'd be happy to. I am just so thrilled to be fighting and doing jobs for y'all. And we just want to thank Drew Gherkin, Sam Faro, Real Life Unicorn, the Side Quest In podcast, and of course, Kimberly Young. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And X, would you mind giving a shout out to our other followers as well?
Proud. Special thanks to Onwin Gaming, Joe Dameron, Mauricio de Verdecuso, and Matthew T.S.E.
Wonderful. Yes, thank you, everybody. We much appreciate you. For anybody who's supporting our Patreon, it is great direct support, so thank you so much. Big thank you to all of you who are subscribers, followers, who share our content around. Just huge thanks to you, chat. Also, I would like to thank for this season, Knights of Steel, as Nathan mentioned. They've been big supporters of of this series this season. They have been providing character art via their artist Christiana Leone. All this gorgeous character art you see here is from her, as well as some free codes that you guys can get in our Discord if you join for their app NPC for Hire. We also have Level 1 Gamers sponsoring the stream. We haven't had stuff from them yet, but we might next session as we hop into the arena. They have some awesome stuff they're going to be giving away from their website. Also, big thank you to Che and Peku. They are providing most of the maps we're going to use this season. They're gorgeous. Make sure you appreciate them as you see them come up on the stream. And then just big thank you to the whole Level 1 Geek team for all the work that goes into this whole big series here. So we appreciate you all. Big thanks all around. Now, without further ado, let's get into our first vote of the evening.
Well, can I, just a little bit of further ado, can I add an unthank you? Can I add an angry how dare you to Hexeter in the chat for just giving you 11 points to work with?
That is quite sinister right out the gate.
I'd like to very specifically not thank you, Hexeter. How dare you?
Hexeter, I will give you enough thanks to overdo the unthank you. Don't you worry. It's going to be great. Good stuff. Off to a strong start. All right. So Goldbloods. We have the first vote coming up. Now, this vote, you guys can vote for your favorite current guild. If you haven't had one yet, let's have the guilds tell us a little bit about why they think they earned the bonus renown tonight. Goldbloods, what's your pitch here? Why should people vote for you tonight?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to lie. There are so many good teams here and a lot of really good competitors. But I promise we are going to try our very best. And X, you won't hear music like his anywhere else. X, I don't want to steal all your thunder. Do you have anything to add?
The fingers touch the strings. It's gonna blow your mind. Just wait.
He's real good, like really good. So, yeah.
Wonderful. So keep an eye on the poll. You've got Goldbloods as one option to vote for. There'll be several polls tonight. First one going up in a minute. Powder Pact. Why should people vote for you and not the Goldbloods?
Well, I'm sorry, I didn't realize that what we were doing was some kind of Absalom's Got Talent situation. Look, I'm sure X is a wonderful musician, but I don't think that's why people are voting to give renown to these teams, right? I think we're here to show that the Powder Pact is useful in every situation. And that's why we're here. I'm so glad the Goldbloods have brought us along. And we'll be applying our various skills to make them perform better, to make ourselves perform better. And on a personal note, to show you the real power of what good cooking can do. It's not just for show. It's not just for your taste buds. It makes your body work better in mysterious ways.
Wonderful. Anything to add, Midge?
Oh, I think that Bravegut really covered it all. I'm quite impressed. So eloquent, so good with your words, Bravegut. Did you take a mutagen that allowed you to speak better?
Oh, you'll know when I take a speaking mutagen. My tongue will be flapping around like a little bat. But also, hey everybody, look at Midge's cool hat.
Oh yes, I got a new hat today. Do you like it? It sits a bit strange atop of my horns, but I quite like it. It gives me a bit of yahi, I think. Is that how you say it?
It's yeehaw. It's yeehaw. But that's okay if you want to say it the other way.
It's cultural appropriation, Midge.
My apologies. Should I take it off?
No, the hat's good. It's a one renown hat, is what they call it.
A one renown hat. Vote for the hat, folks.
Wonderful. There you have it. Goldbloods or Powder Pact production. Let's put up that first poll. Everybody in chat, your vote counts. Vote for these people. Vote for who you think deserves it tonight. There will be 3 polls. We will tally them up at the end. The one who has the most votes at the end of the night will get the bonus round at the end of the session. So yeah, before we jump in, one last thing. We had a few blessings dished out to our wonderful players here. So Teal, you've been blessed with the minor blessing of Callistria to start off, which is an interesting one for Teal, but she's blessing her tonight. So there you go. Production can put that up for chat to see in a moment. Also, Midge, you've been blessed, it looks like, with a major blessing of Desna right out the gate. So there's that from RLU. And then also we have a minor blessing of Gozra going to Bravegut. So there we have it. Some starting blessings for you guys, which you guys can use to combat these 11 villain points versus your 0 hero points.
You said Callistria?
Callistria, yeah.
Okay.
And you players, you guys can see in the Foundry chat, there will be links that you can click to open up and see what they do. All right. I think that's it for logistics. Let's hop into the session. So you guys here are tasked tonight. This is the Goldbloods job. Powder Pact, you guys are joining along tonight to help them out. And you guys have been tasked to help look into an old friend of the Goldbloods, a curator named Osod Utho. Now, he was a dear friend of the late Callumn Windhelm, who was killed about 10 years ago. One of the old leaders of the Goldbloods. He was assassinated during the very first competition. And Osad has been out on a research project, and his assistant has reached out to the Goldbloods because he's a bit concerned because Osad has been having unusual check-ins that come from his team rather than directly from him, and he's quite a bit past his date that he is due to return. The assistant's a bit concerned. He thinks it's unusual. And so you guys are going to go just investigate in on his research project just to make sure everything is fine. You guys are looking for him near the town of Demgazi. He's been researching some sort of religious ruins there nearby. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to start the session. You guys are landing in Demgazi. Now, you guys have the Alliance privilege of flying in on these majestic lightning glyphs. They are a magical item that is provided to competition members of the Alliance during the competition. Very expensive, very fancy. They are 2 stones that you clack together, and they summon these majestic lightning birds with a big bolt of lightning and a crack of thunder. Hopefully your characters aren't too afraid of heights, as they do fly high and they fly very fast. They're a very quick way of travel. So we're going to assume that you guys have had your optimal route here, getting to Demgazi, making stops as appropriate.
I have a very important question.
Yes.
I'm not certain that Tag can ride on one of these griffins.
Yes, Tag would have been sent to Demgazi ready for your arrival ahead of your own departure. The Alliance would have had him sent there through other means.
Okay, and he's real safe. They made sure to transport him real carefully.
Oh, the Alliance takes excellent care of all their animal companions. Absolutely.
Okay. That's good.
Very good. So you guys will be landing your lightning glyphs near some stables just on the edge of Demgazi. Demgazi is a pretty small town. It's not highly populated, about 1,200. There are people, but it's not any sort of large, huge city or anything. People are bustling around. As you guys land with your loud crack of thunder, you're met with a mix of awe, maybe a little bit of fear and concern, but mostly excitement. And actually, as soon as you guys land, there is a crowd of people that come running up and cheering. They seem to pass by most of you and go straight to X. There are fans just wooing, "Oh, X, we heard that you were going to be coming here. You're going to be throwing a party?"
You've heard right.
Oh,
just hang on. It's over at the old crazy. What's that old place called?
Oh, we have several. Do you know which one that you were
Oh, the
booked
Crazy
at?
Maple. Crazy Maple, be there.
Crazy Maple. Oh yeah, that's the most notable. That makes sense. Oh, we're so excited to have you here. People cheer and there's clapping. There's also some fans for Brave Gut, Midge, and Teal as well that come up and shake your hands and say they're fans of the competition and what you do. But definitely there's a small crowd that's larger around X currently.
Are there a lot of girls in that crowd around X?
There's like a dead mix.
Okay.
But yeah, there is definitely the high-pitched screams of younger girls as well that seem to screech over the rest of the crowd.
X, of course, is eating it up, but he actually rushes over, kind of try to break through the crowd to go to Teal. And he says, hey, Teal, I almost forgot something. I made you something last night.
You made something for me?
Yeah, here, hold on, let me get it. And he opens up his pack and he pulls out some papers and he hands them to you. And he says,
what's this?
They're flyers, so we can get more people to the show tonight.
Oh, they're flyers for your show.
Yeah.
So
you can help me pass them out.
Right, pass them out. Right, yeah, that's a great idea.
Teal,
I'm so
you're the
glad
best
you thought of
friend.
that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Of
This will be great.
course. Yeah.
Oh, goodness. Did you see that, Brave Gut?
Yes, I feel like we should maybe intervene, but I don't know if that's overstepping. We're not the best of friends yet, I suppose.
Honestly, I thought that he was going to go over, strum his lute, and just sing her name one time and then call
it
that
felt
the
like
present.
a setup for a serenade.
Yeah, but
I think
it
she
did
would
not.
have appreciated that more.
Yeah, but it was worse. It was worse.
It was much worse.
This is going to be a fun job. Yes, let's
Yeah.
definitely keep an eye on this.
Oh, Midge, by the way, I made you something last night.
Oh, is it a flyer?
No, it's an actual thing. Here, it's
Oh!
a milk boy. It's a beautiful little French pastry. Here you are.
I've always wanted one of these.
Oh, hey,
Midge
Midge, here's some flyers too. And we can get, if you want to come, it's going to be a show of a lifetime.
It's gonna be a really big show. Like,
Oh, thank
really
you.
big.
Thank you so much. What do the flyers look like?
Oh, let me show you.
Just make sure we don't let Chase start the adventure.
Absolutely not. That's not what we're here
beautiful.
for. There is the flyer.
See, I even burnt the edges, I mean,
to make it look like an old-timey
Wow, that
Pathfinder.
must have taken a lot of time. Is that why you were up so late?
yeah, I mean,
What?
I did burn about half of them before, I got the kind of the edge thing right. But yeah, it's got my sigil and on it and everything.
Look, can I make a small suggestion for next time? You
Oh,
put a little
yeah.
tagline. You've got rock on at the end. How about, and I'm just spitballing here, but how about X gone give it to you?
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah?
I like that. The rock on thing was something I heard from the gnomes. They say that a lot. But
Yes, they do. They like rocks, gnomes.
yeah, gonna give
It's
it to
very
you.
strange.
I'll work on that.
Now,
Well,
as you guys are
let's go back.
discussing, and you guys have these crowds kind of swarming around, trying to get X's attention, even as you guys are discussing, you guys see a red-headed dwarf woman pushing through the crowd, and as she starts kind of shouting, people notice her and get out of her way and make a path. Now, let's leave them be. Leave them be. You must be the Fortune Seekers Alliance, eh?
And that's us.
It's us.
How, little lady?
Yes, and same to you. Name's Ingrid. I'm the mayor of this town. Pleased to meet you all.
Wow,
Now-
what an honor to meet the mayor. That's like real fancy like.
Oh, yes, of course. I'd have to meet such celebrities as yourselves.
Celebrities X, did you hear that? She just called us celebrities.
Yeah.
Oh, well, your competition is quite a big deal, especially with the Sands of Fortune going up. I've caught a couple shows myself.
Well,
Now-
you're not gonna win this one, and I'll hand her a flyer.
She'll grab it and look it over. I did hear that you were going to be throwing a party here. Is that all that brings you to town? I believe I see the Powder Pact and the Goldbloods together.
Oh no, we were looking for somebody, and Sorry, Chase, you're gonna have to remind me the name. Teal would remember.
Osod Utho.
We're looking for Osod Utho. We just thought we'd also throw a party while we're out here. But like the first priority is finding Mr. Uso.
Oh, definitely.
Her expression drops to a sad frown. You're here for Osad. I'm sorry to have to be the one to tell you, but he passed some few days ago.
Oh boy.
Seems our job here is done.
What happened?
Well, he was out on some research project just some odd miles out of town, and his team came back, brought nothing but a bloody cloak back, said some horrible beast got him.
That's just terrible. My father knew him. Oh my gosh, he's going to be devastated to hear this.
He was a kind gentleman. We were all quite fond of him. Sad to see him go. His team left his cloak. If it would be of some condolence, we could bring it for you.
Wait, they just brought back a cloak? No body?
A bloody cloak, torn to shreds. Said they had to flee. Couldn't even get the body back as he was screaming.
Well, if
Awful
there's some
stuff.
big monster roaming around, that seems like a problem, right, guys?
I'm so glad that you're the one who brought it up. Oh, this monster. Sorry, did you have something to say, dear?
Just a bit of a question. You said that they just heard him screaming to death. Is that correct?
Well, they saw him getting torn to shreds by some beast.
And I thought that the Goldbloods died together, or tried not to die together. Why didn't they save him?
He wasn't here with the Goldbloods, dear. Just a team. Friends of the Goldbloods, I believe.
Well, devastating, really.
That's a really good point, Midge. I'm sure you weren't trying to like insult the Goldbloods by like suggesting that maybe his teammates left him behind. I'm glad you were just looking out to make sure that the Goldbloods really do live by the motto. That's really
Yes.
thorough of you.
Of course. Thorough is very important when it comes to crafting. And Midge reaches up and like just with her claws ever so delicately adjusts a little gem encrusted unicorn brooch that's pinned to her vest.
Wonderful. That's lovely. You craft it yourself?
Oh no, this was a gift from my mother. It helps me keep things real. Gives me advice and whatnot.
I see. Now, not to get off topic, but you did mention the beast roaming around. And seeing that you're here, the reason I'm presenting myself to speak with you directly, I was hoping you could maybe go deal with it. I suspect it's the same beast that's been causing trouble for a lot of us folks about town. We've been seeing people turn up, finding their corpses, missing their nails, teeth, and eyes. Terrible stuff.
That is quite a disturbing. Sorry, are you implying that the beast only eats their nails and leaves
eyes.
their body?
And teeth.
And
I
eyes?
don't-
Is it a keratin monster?
Perhaps. I'm not
This is-
sure. I would have a hard time believing any sort of person would do such a thing.
Oh,
I have
well,
a hard time believing it's a beast.
exactly.
No.
That is my thought as well. Excuse me, GM, might I roll a knowledge on beasts of this nature?
Yeah, you can, let's see here. What kind of
Do you
check
open
would
up the
this be?
bestiary and control F keratin?
Yes.
You can roll me a blind, mind you, either, a blind arcana or nature.
Oh, I would be absolutely delighted to do such a thing for you.
Or if you have an
Didn't-
applicable lore on like beasts or anything, you can.
Engineering probably wouldn't do that.
No.
Blind GM roll. Here it comes for you. Supposedly. I haven't heard-
You haven't heard of any such creature that specifically plucks eyes, nails, and teeth.
How many people have like turned up this way? Has
We
this been
found-
going on for a while?
It's been going on for a couple of weeks now. Osad was going to look into it after he settled his business. He wasn't much of a fighter, he said, but he was kind and smart. We found 4 dead so far, 5 if we're counting Osad.
Where are the survivors?
Where are the survivors?
Yeah, the
There
ones
weren't-
with the bloody cloak.
The one that brought back the cloak. Well, they left town already. Like I said, they turned it in a few days ago. Headed right home.
Definitely doesn't sound like Goldbloods. I think we need to go check this out, Teal.
Would you like me
Yeah,
to go get you the cloak?
Well, or I guess, or we could go there. Whatever's easier for you, really. I know you must be busy as mayor.
Oh, well, not terribly. Everything's in control aside from this beast here, so it's really business. Why don't you come with me and I'll let you take a look in my office.
Well, thank you. That would be great.
People kind of start like acting sad. There's like an audible like, "Ah," as you guys start walking away, and the mayor shoos away any tailing fans.
Teal is like handing out flyers.
Yeah, and
to
X doesn't
everybody
just
around.
walks away. He stands and says, "We will find this beast."
Why don't you go ahead and roll me a performance here?
You bet. Roll that. Oh, is this going to be a natural 20?
Nat 20 right out the gate. People lose their minds. Like there are people that drop to their knees and start sobbing with excitement. And the rest of the crowd that's not as enthusiastic is still just screaming and hyped. And you guys leave this very excited town behind. They trail you for as long as the mayor allows them to, until she shushes them away. You guys quite quickly arrive to a pretty modest town hall. It's not a very large building, though it's larger than most around the town, made of nice coiled stone and whatnot. She introduces you guys in to her office. It's a nice office with some nice rugs and nice pieces of art around. And she goes into her desk and pulls out this folded cloak, which is green, trimmed with gold, stained with blood, and just torn to shreds. She folded it up as nicely as she could with what remains. This is it here. This is what they brought back.
Oh,
I should mention too, it's important
goodness.
knowing you guys did get a description of Osad before you guys left. He is a elderly human gentleman in his late 60s, wrinkled skin, kind of a russet brown color, bald on top with just some white tufts of hair around the back and a neatly trimmed white beard. Typically wears glasses. But you don't know what he would have been wearing.
Man, Osad used to come around my house sometimes when I was a kid. Teal she gets a little misty-eyed and stares at the cloak.
She'll step up to you and kind of give you a gentle pat. There. I know it's hard losing friends.
And X just begins fingering a very sad ballad. It's kind of just to remember this man in some way, but
Thank you, X. That's really lovely. He would have
Ingrid
loved that.
starts tearing up a little bit as well. It's very lovely, dear.
Right, guys, I think we're going to have to do most of the lifting with this. We've got one emotional and one that's obsessed with themselves.
Yes, look, but I suppose that's why they brought us along. Look, Midge, do you think that... I'm not necessarily convinced that Osod is actually dead. We don't have a body. We've got the word of some associates, and we have a bloody cloak.
Yes, and what is this splatter? This doesn't look like it came off a body.
Midge says, looking at it, and I would like to roll a thing to see if this does look like the blood patterns match.
Yeah, roll me a blind medicine if you would.
Oh dear.
While you do so, by the way, it looks like the Powder Pact did come out on top in the first vote, but we've got 2 more tonight, one at break and one towards the end. So stay tuned.
I think I
feel like
rolled
this
it.
Well,
That you did.
Before you roll, I
Yes.
feel like we're at a stage of this where our any kind of little investigation we can do into this might be helpful. I could, if you'd like. In fact, Midge, if you're needing to focus a little bit on this sort of forensic investigation, I've always found it helps to have a nice snack. I have these sort of like little salted and garlicky bread twists that I've sort of dried out that are quite nice. I always find they clear the mind, much like they would if they were a serene mutagen mechanically. So I do have 2 serene mutagens, which will give you a +2 to any medicine checks that you make. It kind of helps clear your mind.
I would be
+2 item
absolutely
bonus
delighted.
to perception, medicine, nature, religion, and survival. So while we're in this investigation mode for the next 10 minutes. Maybe that's helpful if you'd like to use up one of those.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
Since I haven't revealed the result, I'll let you add that +2 as well if you take it right now.
Perfection. So Midge will reach out, take this little crunchy, crackly, salty thing, and
that was absolutely delicious, Bravegut. Incredible as always. Your crafting skills are not to be diminished.
Well, I hope you enjoy it. Now, hopefully it gives you a better look at the whole situation. It's hard. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
So true.
how'd I do, Chase?
So with the mutagen, actually gave you exactly what you needed for your first tier here. So you know that this is indeed real blood. You can tell by the smell, the color. You're not sure if it's specifically a human or what type of humanoid, but it is red blood that seems to match with the type of blood you would see from many different humanoids. There's nothing odd looking about it or anything off. It does look like actual blood.
But besides it being actually blood, is like the pattern that it's like scattered on the blood, does it look like someone like just dribbled stuff all over it? Or does it look like it corresponds with like slash attacks?
Why don't you go ahead and spatter analysis here, Chase?
Yeah, like
your spatter analysis gets no more than that. But why don't you roll me a craft on the cloak and roll that blind for me as well?
Yeah, I would be happy to. Do I get a +2 to this as well?
No, perception, medicine, nature, religion, survival.
Is this blind?
This is blind. Yep.
I got a +10 to crafting, y'all.
Also, while I'm revealing this one, X, you have been gifted by Wombat Fuzz a minor blessing of Aurori. So you can go ahead and click on that in chat. Should pull up what that does for you. We got a full blessed party, and it looks like Teal yours has also been bumped up to moderate. Okay, so with your craft check, this you can clearly tell when you're looking at the cloak. The blood actually looks like it probably came from more of like a puncture wound, and it looks like many of these shreds on this cloak don't look like they came from any sort of beast. It looks like the cloak was cut, and not in a way that would like happen from a typical struggle. It looks like it was like precisely chopped up.
Oh, this is the plot thickens, Bravegut. Do you see this? Do you see what I'm seeing here? And like, look. And I'll pull out my little sack. I've got like just a strip of cloth. And I'm gonna tear it on my own things because I'm a strong jaw kobold and I do like actual natural attacks. Do you see how the fabric tears for this? But over here, this is a puncture wound, and this has actually been sliced. This is not what it seems. This is no beast, mind you.
Did you?
That sounds terrible.
Are you? Wow, I'm picking up your accent, Em. Are you saying that maybe he might still be alive?
Oh, I don't know if he's alive. I just know that there is foulness afoot. Trickery.
Like a mystery. Like we're investigators.
Well, that is why we came here, I do believe, yes.
X's music changes from like this sad ballad to like this little, starting to get angry, you know, like, oh, someone's messing with the Goldbloods kind of deal going on. And he turns to Teal. Teal, we gotta, yeah, this is investigation time.
Okay, we gotta get to the, what do they say? We gotta get to the bottom of this, right? The game is afoot. I've heard that before. Did they say that?
Yes.
Oh,
yes, that's Midge's catchphrase.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to take your catchphrase. Here,
Yes.
You say it. It's
yes.
yours.
It has always been my catchphrase. The mystery is afoot. Wait, no, the game is afoot. Yes.
Oh, that was okay. X, would you like to have a go?
The game is afoot.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Ingrid's nodding along, getting like more intense as X's music picks up. Well, that just sounds terrible if they're lying about it. I think you should go get to the bottom of it.
And who brought this back? You said they just left right quick?
It was a group of people. Said it was his team. He was there with quite a large team doing the research.
Where'd they head off to? That seems kind of hinky, right?
Oh, I saw him head off to the north, same way they came. Towards the River Kingdoms, I think.
Do you know, I'm so sorry, we know that Osod was here doing field research. Do you happen to know where his base of operations was?
I don't know the exact location of it, but he kept saying it was down to the east. He would follow a river to some sort of cave. Said it was hard to miss. Cave entrance was covered. They dug it up. We're researching some ruins there. He'd stop in town now and then.
Well, maybe that's our first port of call.
At the home base, and then if that doesn't turn up anything, maybe we track down those people who headed up north.
Sounds good to me. I'm afraid if you're going to be tracking those people, you're quite a few days behind them.
Well, we've got some really fast. Never mind. We're
yes,
real fast.
The majestic beasts I saw you coming in on. Well, that should
Why
be
don't
good
you
then.
Majestic
give
as a
those
dragon.
majestic beasts to get you straight to Mordor?
Never heard of such a place.
Yeah, it just seems strange that you would do all the walking and then get on the majestic beasts when you could use them to go straight to your location. I'm just saying.
You know what? I agree with you.
It
It just
just
makes
seems weird.
sense. Terrible, terrible plot holes.
Just
I
as a note
don't
for
think
everybody,
I don't think I've seen that play. I don't think it came through Brevoy when I was there. Anyway, we've got to investigate, right? We should
Yes.
head out to the campsite. Are
I think
y'all any
that's-
good at like tracking footprints or
yeah.
anything?
Let's go ask some of the locals. I mean, they're just raving out there. Let's go see if any of them want to.
Don't worry, we don't need to rely on your fans because we have brave gut and a genius invention.
Yes, we have procured from our friend at the Powder Pact, Michael Douglas. That's his name. He is a great tracker, and he's built these little goggles that really, they're kind of like, I don't know. Have you ever played Batman: Arkham Asylum? Because they're like the detective vision in that. But they should help us track down. We can, as we follow the river, we'll be able to see if there's any disturbed ground, and we might catch this cave early. Though hopefully, it isn't hard to miss. But just to be
I am
safe.
so glad we brought you along. Y'all are
Yeah.
both
Man,
just so
plot
smart.
holes. You're talking about such foreign subjects. Sounds so technological.
You should move to Absalom. Everything's happening in the city.
Suppose I should. Mayor duties and all, though.
All right.
Oh, best of luck. If there's
Shall
anything
we?
the town can do for you, let us know.
Thank you so much.
It was lovely meeting you all. Good luck in your competition.
Can you
and
point me to where
investigations.
they dropped off my horse? He should have come before we got here. His
Just at the
name's
stables
Tag.
you landed by, right there.
Oh, okay, great. I better
Lovely
go get him
beast.
first. She'll run off. I'll meet y'all outside. I just got to go get Tag. I'll be right back.
Wonderful.
Now, since you guys are heading off to Tag, let's talk about our companions with this group, because I don't think that they were introduced in our intro episode here.
Uh,
So we've got Tag the horse first off. Here is
Oh.
Tag. Would you like to tell us about Tag, Teal?
Tag is named after Teal's mother, whose name was Taglia. She died when Teal was born, so Teal never met her really. But her horse is named in her honor, and he's a real good boy. He's as you can see from the picture, he's like a dark gray with a striking white mane. She takes impeccable care of him, and he's a pretty chill horse.
Very good. Very good. What a good boy. And Bill, do you have your companion with you currently?
Yes, always. I always
right.
need my little sous chef, Hans Smalllegs.
There we go. There's some.
There he is. Good old Hans.
Tell us about Hen Small Legs.
Hans Smalllegs is an alchemical familiar. So he looks like a little. The picture we have there is a classic sensory homunculus. For all of you who are into European alchemy traditions, yeah, he's my little sous chef. He helps me out around the kitchen. He has some extra alchemical reagents that look like his hair that I can pluck off his body and use to help make all of my weird meals. I don't let people see me do that because that's a little bit disgusting and it's not up to code. But no, he's great. He also, you can see his giant hands are his biggest feature, and his small legs. He can help me out with stuff. He can move, he can grab stuff and he's a very dexterous little alchemical familiar. He doesn't speak. He just goes crap the entire time. Just
Does he hang
non-stop.
out like in your bag or on your shoulder, or he's just out and about? What's going on?
He'll often be out and about, just waddling along next to us.
Oh,
I
okay.
can remember to roleplay him a bit more.
Question.
You guys all just suddenly noticed this creature that's been following you around.
But like, do the hands drag on the ground?
I was trying not to look at that thing.
He's always holding them above his head.
Like up in the air.
Yeah.
Brave, can you I don't mean to be rude, but I think that Hans might spook Tag a little, and I don't want him to get like squished or anything. So maybe, I don't know if he could like hang out in your backpack or something.
Look, look, Hans, make a little ball. And Hans's hands go around his body, and now he has two big hands as he's curled up inside. And I pick him up and I put him in my bag.
And as you're putting him in your bag and you guys are on your way to the stables, Midge, you notice this little critter starts crawling out of your guild bag of holding. It looks to be like quite a large, furry, caterpillar-looking creature with twirly little antenna, very big, adorable-looking eyes. It's quite cute, and it's got like I'm blanking the name. Is it a proboscis? One like the curled proboscises. And it crawls out of your bag of holding, and it just plops onto the ground. What do you guys do?
What the hell is that? What are you? I'm gonna crouch way down and get my face close to it, and my long snout is like snout to snout with it. What the hell are you? What are you? What is this?
You're getting close to it?
Yeah, super close, like nose to nose.
Looks panicked and starts like squirming like frantically away from you. It's not very fast.
Why? What the why? And I'm gonna skittle after it, and I'm very fast, and I'm gonna like scoop it up into my clawed hands, and I'm gonna make like, you know, the Gandalf cage around the moth. We're doing a lot of Lord of the Rings references today, but I've got it in my hand.
It lets out this high-pitched little squeal as you pick it up, and it's struggling to get free.
I know. Look, and I'm gonna pull like a little crumbling off my cheek that I didn't realize was there, and I'm gonna set it down in front of it so it can have a little salty snack. And it's all right. Look at that. Look at this. It's
roll
wonderful.
me a nature to handle animal here.
Okay, perfect. I will roll nature to handle animal. And I forgot that since I'm so freaking blessed, I get fortune on all of my rolls.
Which is
and
good.
Your serene mutagen still gives you +2 to nature as well.
Nice. And this is not blind, so just roll it up with fortune.
Okay.
This is from the guild bag from Real Life Unicorn, by the way.
This is, you said not blind?
Not blind.
Okay, I'm going to add my +2. +2. Snack bonus. Roll. I don't know if it added my snack bonus.
It's got it. It did not add your snack bonus. That's 21.
21.
Very good. Oh man, I'm still affirmated. I'm never affirmated.
I know,
is great,
it's
guys.
really weird.
Okay. So yeah, it seems to settle down and it starts like licking. Is that what you call it? The proboscis, the little snack. And it seems to settle down and it just curls up and looks like it starts sleeping in your hand.
Oh no. Oh shit. I have to keep my hand like this.
Well, you've committed now. Teal, this thing just crawled out of your backpack. Do you know what this is?
Wait, I thought it crawled out of Midge's.
It crawled out of my bag.
Oh.
It's my guild bag.
Oh, it came out of ours.
Yes.
I wasn't really paying attention. I was busy dealing with my small little hand monster. What did you bring this from home, Midge?
No. So our bag is a very special interdimensional bag. I must tell you all of the crafting details later, but essentially, our portal is connected to a portal back home, and upon occasion, our friends could just chuck anything random into our bag, and it pops out on our side.
Like this cute little guy. Oh,
like this little.
Oh, he's sleeping.
Little
look
snack
how
licker.
Precious. X, look how small.
Oh,
It's X.
yes. So, are we thinking that this came from the Powder Pact member, Mary Barbuda, the the alchemical entomologist.
It actually
This
seems
is a big
really
part of your
random
blood.
that this would come from any Powder Pact member.
You know, I don't really know if she deals with bugs with proboscises.
Well, I suppose, hold on to it and find out what it does.
Maybe it's an interdimensional lurker. I've heard of these. All they do is just... I keep wanting to cuss. I need to, like, get a hold of that noise. I think it just probably lurks around in interdimensional spaces, perhaps.
Well, I suppose put it on your hat or something and
Like
we can
your
move on.
backpack.
Oh, on the hat is a lovely idea, and I'm gonna just like deposit it gently upon the rim of my hat. Oh yes, this is absolutely fantastic. Thank you. If it starts crawling into my ear, would you please let me know?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks very peaceful up there on the rim of your hat. Okay, you have a tamed interdimensional bug. You guys reach the stable. Tag is there, being nicely cared for by the stable master. Looks healthy and good to go.
Teal does the thing where she'll come up to the stable hand. I mean, you're doing a great job. If I could just, can I just, you know what? Why don't you just let me do this? And you're doing an awesome job, but thank you so much. Okay, you can just step aside. Thank you. And she's going to take over and finish prepping Tag. And she's like talking to Tag the whole time, just a lot like Tori talks to her own dog. Like, you are just such a good boy, and you're the prettiest horse I ever saw, and you are so strong, and you're so smart, and you're just going to do such a good job. And she's just showering him with positive affirmations as she's getting him all saddled up.
Bravegut, is she talking to herself?
No, I think she's talking to the horse. Maybe it knows how to speak common, whatever.
I don't know if they do.
Clearly see Tag return affection and seem very pleased.
You clearly see him return affection and seem very pleased.
Oh, well, yes, I've never seen a horse seem to be so pleased with someone speaking affirmations.
Honestly, I don't know if I've ever seen a horse.
I think while all this is happening, X is still handing out flyers as he makes his way slowly to the stables. He knows enough about Teal and her horse to just give that some room. So he's doing the flyer thing.
He knows about how long it takes for the whole process to happen. All right, finally Teal will hop up on Tag and trot out of the stables. All right, Tag and I are ready to go be professional investigators.
Well, then let's get investigating. I say we find the river and head east.
Wonderful. Okay, so you guys start heading east towards looking for a river.
Yes.
Very good. Real quick, does Midge have dark vision?
Yes, of course. All
Very good.
kobolds are descendants of dragons, and dragons have the most impeccable vision of any creature you've ever heard of. Obviously.
Lovely. Good stuff. Chat wanted to know. Also, X, you feel your guild bag grow a bit heavier. And as you retrieve the item that's just been sent through, you see a signed poster randomly rolled up of a very famous actor who is a big time role model of you, of yours rather. So tell us about this role model. Who's this famous performer that is a role model for X?
This is a signed poster from Mithrilica, his favorite band.
Mithrilica.
It's got his sigil on it. You know it's his sigil because it glows all funny like, and it's like on fire. And I mean, anyone that's kind of watching watching X, they seem to be into cry. It's just.
X, are you all right?
I think so, Teal.
Oh my goodness, what's wrong? She'll jump off her horse and come running over to him.
Look at this. Look at this.
What is it? Is it bad news? What happened?
This is sacred. This is Mithrilica. This is a signed poster from. Who knew?
They just sent that to you?
This came in the bag.
And you can
Wow.
tell this is a legitimate signed poster. Maybe they even sent it themselves through your guild. Maybe they orchestrated it.
Oh.
This is so inspiring to X. For the rest of this session, your Inspire Courage will give an additional +1.
Oh man, he is. Yeah, he just starts. He plays one of his old, one of the songs he knows.
Oh, is that Lord of Marionettes? Oh, what a brilliant song.
He ignores that as he continues to play, and walks slowly away from Bravegut.
Oh, that's my favorite song of theirs. Lord of Marionettes is wonderful.
Yeah.
And to round it off, there's lots of gifts being given around. Midge, you get a dark vision elixir with a very cryptic note that says the Archdevil has blessed you attached to it. And Bravegut, you also get one from your bag, which is a lesser healing potion, but it looks very oddly crafted and the consistency of cottage cheese.
Oh,
But
no,
you nonetheless recognize
this is
it as a
not.
health
This is
potion.
not. This is actually just some cottage cheese. I needed it. I put in a request. I couldn't bring it with me; it would have gone bad. But obviously, they paid attention and they just sent me some fresh cottage cheese.
Is that up
Very
to the
good.
standards?
Oh, look, as cottage cheese, it's quite lovely.
Oh.
It's from my own personal stash. It's come straight from the restaurant.
Lovely. Now, as you guys have all your gifts received from your guild, you've got your horses ready, you guys are heading out. So let's go ahead and let's do a survival here. You guys are looking for a river, or you're looking for any signs of this person or anyone for that matter. So go ahead. Somebody can lead this, and anybody else who would like to assist can also try to assist. Just let me know who's assisting and who's leading.
Is Bravegut
Assuming you
wearing
guys
the
are sticking
goggles?
together.
Who's wearing the goggles?
I could wear the goggles, but if anybody feels very talented when it comes to tracking, I could lend them to you if you'd like. If you can beat my natural +5 on survival checks.
I'm not very good at this kind of thing. I spent most of my time in the tournaments.
Well, then I will have a go.
Oh wow,
Puts up
they
the
look
goggles.
so good on you.
Yes, thank you. They
I
were
would be
designed
happy to help
specifically to fit
assist you.
around my ratty eyes.
Are they really big?
Do rats have big eyes or small eyes? I don't
I
really
don't know. I honestly can't think of it right now.
They fit well
Average?
across the bone of my snout.
Good.
So I'm going to make a survival check, which I can do.
Yep,
Do-
you
Okay, so
go
I'm
do-
gonna try and assist.
Yeah, go for it. And this can be a public roll. You guys are not affirmated, nor does Midge assist.
But I don't hinder.
You do not hinder, that's for sure.
Only 16.
Okay,
I mean,
16.
16.
16. All right. Yeah, so you guys are heading out now. So you guys are all going on foot, looking for clues along the way. Teal, are you mounted on tag?
Yeah, I'll be mounted.
Okay, and everybody else is just kind of tailing around. Is anybody else riding on tag with you, or is this a solo
Oh, if
ride?
I didn't know that was allowed, I will offer to Midge since she has the cowboy hat.
Midge, are you going to ride on tag?
Oh, well, I mean, it feels rude to say no, and I have the hat and all, so let's yaw he.
Right. That's fine if you want to say it that way. It is yeehaw, but I think your way is really
Are
great
you quite
too.
sure it's supposed to be said that way?
Yeah, it was said a lot when I was growing up.
You
Grew up in a horse.
Bavarians.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. No. Ha. Hiya.
You know what? You just keep
And what-
working on that. It's gonna come
Thank you.
along.
Thank you.
It's probably the best you're going to get.
Very good.
Oh,
All
that
right.
horse is massive.
yeah,
It's such a
horses
big
are
horse.
quite big indeed. So yeah, as you guys are going along, and Bravegut, you have these goggles. The goggles work great. They almost seem to amplify with almost like a slight outline of tracks that are normally very hard to see. And you can see quite a bit of traffic going in one particular direction once you head east. So you pick up a trail And once you start following that trail, maybe 10 minutes in, you do see a river. Now,
this
rivers,
map, by the way, looks lovely.
right? This is from Peku. These are the gorgeous maps I'm talking about. They just have awesome maps. Love them. Okay, yeah. So you guys find this river. You guys are heading along. You still see lots of traffic along this river. The river's not too terribly deep. It's maybe 5 to 10 feet deep, moving quite quickly, but not anything too crazy. You guys are currently moving against the current. And as you guys are going along, why doesn't everybody make me a perception check?
Oh, I would be
I'm assuming
absolutely delighted.
Past 10 minutes, so Midge has lost their mutagen.
Yeah, this will be probably about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It'll just be wearing off.
Wait, does that mean I get to use it one more time?
Yeah, use it one more time before it wears off. Let's do it.
Snack. +2.
What did you say? Did you say snack?
Yeah, because it's my snack bonus.
Oh, right. Okay. Also, whoever has that pink dice, it's gorgeous.
It only rolled it once, but it's a 23. Should I roll again just to see if I get a nat 20?
Yeah, go for it. Okay, very good. So 25 is the top check we have. Teal, you've got the bottom with 15. Now, as you guys are traveling along, all of you guys hear over the rapids and the crashing of the river, which is not too loud. What's the word I'm looking for here? What's the sound of a moving river? Is it just the sound of a moving river?
Rush?
Rushing, like a rushing
there you
river?
Go. Yeah, the rush of the river. The mild rush of the river.
A babbling brook?
Then it's the babble of the brook.
The babbling of the brook. Thank you.
Yes.
You guys hear over the babbling of the brook. Somebody starts shouting for help. Now it's heading down this direction where you guys are heading. You guys hear what sounds like a weak elderly gentleman's voice. Help me, please, someone help.
We rush. I run. I mean, this is gonna make a tale. This is worthy of a song. Let's go.
Okay, so you guys are heading directly towards the voice.
Ooh, that seemed like a tricky GM question. Is this like the reverse of a siren song?
Yeah, clearly
reverse of a
this
siren
is
song?
the same cry for help that the other people heard, and it's being made by a monster who's going to eat us. But we got to rush in anyway.
All right, let's rush in.
Is everybody rushing? Like, who's all going? Because I need to see who's going to get there first to help this person.
Probably going to be the horse.
Springing the trap. We're all springing the trap.
Sorry, I need like 30 seconds of stall time because there is a massive bug that was just crawling up my leg. So give me a second.
Okay,
in real life.
My hat bug got you. So Midge cups her little clawed hand around her unicorn pin. Is like, oh, this seems like a trap, doesn't it, little one?
Yes, it does. It feels like a trap.
Seems like a terrible, terrible trap. But we'll go in anyways and just see what happens because the viewers at home will enjoy that most.
Yes, it's about entertainment.
Is Tori alive? Has she been consumed by the swarm?
Well, I think they're killing this bug. I think it's still underneath the desk.
Very good. So now this is the thing that I started last session, which is when we have to stall, we just start giving out free character facts.
Uh-oh.
So X, tell us something about X.
Oh, did I tell you that his lute is made from the smashed guitar neck of the famous singer from the band Mana?
That is fantastic. I love that.
It was gifted to him after. I think he wanted him to throw it away, but X kept it.
Very good. Great fact. Okay, looks like Tori survived. Is your combat over? Did you win initiative? Do you need healing?
Probably some healing.
Oh,
Ugh, so gross.
I cast guidance on you?
We got rid of it, but
okay.
It's just awful.
Yeah, that's
How big was it?
It was a big cockroach. It was crawling on my leg.
Oh, no.
Oh,
It's the worst.
Oh,
and
man.
Foundry also kicked me out. So I'm having a time over here.
No, that's okay.
I'll get back in a minute.
So
But
just
if
tell
the
me this,
debate
Tori.
is about charging in to help the old man, Teal is all for that.
And we're in the
Okay.
horse, so it's going to be fastest.
Okay, very good. Yeah, you guys head directly towards the voice here. And let's see, Teal and Midge, you guys are gonna reach the source of the voice first. So I need you guys to make me perceptions on your way up.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll in for you, Tori, while you're getting back in?
Sure, that works.
I got a 15 as my highest.
That silence said I would really not like Chase to touch my dice, but if you have to.
That was more like I'm struggling with my mute button. I'm just all flustered now, you guys. So everything
I don't blame
is
you.
everything
We need
is
to take like
falling
a
apart.
15-minute break for everyone to take shots.
Like-
just to stable ourselves.
Okay, actually, I don't know if you've rolled it already, but I'm back in.
I did, and you're gonna be happy. I rolled you a nat 20.
Oh, thanks. I deserve that.
Now that you're back, it doesn't count.
Okay. Now you guys are writing up. Are you like urgently urging tag forward here, Teal?
We heard an old man saying, "Help, help
Yeah.
me."
As you get closer, you can clearly tell it's coming from the water. Now, as you have your high vantage point here on the horse, Midge, you're behind Teal. You can't really see anything up ahead. But Teal, you can see down in the river, just below it, you can see this large badger-looking creature. Let's see if I can show you guys some art.
Is that a hand coming at its behind?
So it's this very sinister looking badger creature that's under the water and floating and looking up towards Tag, and its jaw is vibrating and its mouth is gaping open.
Wait, is the hand coming out of its ass?
Yes, the
Maybe
hand
the
is
tail.
a tail. It does have a hand for a tail, or a claw rather. So what are you doing here, Teal?
Is this picture up on stream? Can we make the picture up on stream real big again?
I think, yeah, let's put it back up on stream here.
Because this is such a hard friggin' pass. Like, it's so bad.
So Teal, you do spot this before you get to the edge of the river. What are you doing? You're currently in charge of this charge.
Yeah, it has spotted me and Tag.
It looks
and-
like it's looking up at you, yeah. Though it's not doing anything except for keeping its mouth gaping open and vibrating its jaw.
Do I see a man anywhere?
You do not see a man. In fact, it looks like the sound is probably coming from this thing.
No. Why? Chase. Don't do that. Oh my gosh. This is like that one movie with the, what is this? You know what I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
bear
Amigos.
that talks. All right. Anyway,
Jungle Book?
I think that Teal, I'll just dismount and, well, no, I'll stay on my horse, but I'll just draw my sword and I'll say, there's like a really big badger thing with a hand for a tail, and I think that's what was calling for help, but it does not look like it needs help. It looks maybe like it wants to eat
And
us.
as you're talking, I'm going to spend 3 villain points. In your hesitation, in your discussion, you hear this thing just scream, die!
That was
And,
not hesitation.
It comes running out so fast. 3 villain points. This thing's going to go first. And
That's
we're going
fine.
to enter initiative.
I'm just pointing out that was relaying information to my
There you
comrades.
go. With your relay of information, this thing's flying out of the water at you.
And I have raised my shield when I was drawing my sword.
Since I'm using
Well-
villain points for this, I'm going to say no.
Boo.
All right, let's start a combat encounter. You
Hey,
guys should be able to.
Chase.
Yes.
I don't see myself, so I don't know how to add myself to combat.
Are you hiding under tag? There you go.
I still don't see myself.
In that
I see
case,
you, though.
you probably need to reload because you are there.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Hanging
I
out
will
on the horse.
change the music.
Bum,
Let's
bum, bum, bum. And here comes Toby.
Toby
with
is
a
just in time to move the affirmation bar on my side.
Toby, we just needed it for our initiative rolls.
So if you guys right-click your tokens, you should be able to click the cross sword and shield to add yourself to initiative. And then you should be able to click the dice on the combat encounter tab to roll your initiative.
Oh, there I am. Oh, what's happening here?
We have a bit of a tug of war on the affirmation bar. Toby really wants the badger to have villain points.
Toggle combat state.
There we go.
Now Chase, I have fortune, so how does that work?
Roll me another perception and take the better result.
Another initiative roll?
Mm-hmm. So Midge, yeah, roll one more perception. What did you say, Bill?
What's giving you fortune on everything?
I have a major blessing.
Ugh. What's my major blessing, everybody?
Just a
I have
couple
a major
subs away.
blessing of Desna, 26.
Well, that's much better. You went from a 9 to a 26.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. So we have got, let's see, I have to modify this thing.
Nah, just leave it down the bottom.
Okay, so we have got this creature, followed by Midge, followed by Bravegut, followed by Teal. You guys ready?
Oh, yes.
Okay, very good. This thing is going to move up out of the water as its first action. You see it kind of do like the worm in the water, kind of like an otter does. It waves around, swims very agilely, hops out of the water onto the land, scurries forward, and this tail claw is going to reach up and attack Midge.
Oh my god. Mitch is just screaming, just like a high-pitched wail as this thing comes at her.
Okay, that's going to be a 26.
Oh, that's a crit. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's not a crit. If I'm a 19, then it's not a crit.
Correct,
Okay,
not
no.
a crit. But here is damage. So that's going to be 10 damage to you as this claw reaches up and grabs you. And it is going to use its last action to grab you.
Oh, that tail touched her? Oh.
Yep. So it reaches up, grabs you, and you can feel nails digging into you as if it's like a normal hand.
Am I grappled?
You are grabbed.
I'm grabbed? Okay.
You're
That makes
grabbed,
spellcasting difficult, right?
It gives you a flat chance to fail every time you try to cast a spell.
That's fine.
Okay, that's its turn. So we've got your turn, Midge.
Oh, great. Midge is not okay with this life. So Midge will attack, first off and foremost, just like bend down with her jaw and just bite this wrist that's grabbing onto her. So let's do a melee attack. And boom.
Okay.
How about a 26?
26. Is that with affirmation or no?
That is without affirmation.
28.
28.
28's gonna crit.
Yes. Critical. I'm not really sure why it rolled so many d6s.
Do you have flat-footed toggled on yourself?
I do have flat-footed toggled on myself. I'm sorry. Take one of those d6s off.
Let's see. So that is going to reduce the damage by 8. So it's going to be 22 damage.
Hell
Okay.
yes.
What does that hit look like?
Okay, so Midge is a proper young kobold. Always has the neat little vest, neat little bow tie, pressed and polished to perfection. But when Midge bites down on this thing, like a feral, very animalistic side comes out, and just like blood drips over these crimson scales, and there's like a low snarl in the back of the throat, and just like, you know, a dog has a rope and they whip their head back and forth, just like violently shaking to like tear this thing off.
Okay, it lets out like a hiss and then it speaks. You can see its jaw just opens and vibrates again, and it forms words, and you hear it say, "I'll drown you in your own blood."
A single tear drips down Midge's cheek as they just keep biting.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna do one more attack, and then I'm gonna try to escape.
Yep, go for it.
Okay, my second attack is only at a +5. I need to roll again because I keep forgetting I have fortune. Oh, I also forgot about my other fancy thing I could have done. That's fine.
You've got things.
I got things. Okay, a 14 I imagine is going to miss.
Yeah, 14's going to miss.
Okay, and then I'm going to attempt to escape. Can I do an acrobatics to slip free?
Yep, you sure can.
And that does not take a negative.
It does not.
These days. I got a 17 on my first roll, and on my second roll, I have a long pause. Worse. 17 is my best. Oh, plus affirmation, so 19 is my total.
You do not get free. This thing has a really strong grip on you. Your struggle is just futile.
Okay.
Okay.
That's turn.
That's it for Midge. Brave Gut. You see this massive badger creature come fly out of the water, and its tail has Midge grabbed. What are you doing?
Okay, so if I wanted to throw an alchemical bomb, what's the range on that?
20 feet is the base range.
20. All right. And it's got splash, so I don't want to hit it on either of its front sides. But if I hit the squares at the back, I won't be damaging my allies, will I?
Right. Yeah,
so
and you can throw it farther than 20 feet. You'll take a -2, I believe. I think it's -2, not -4, but you can get there. I think the maximum range is 40 feet, but you take penalty if you're beyond 20.
No, you know what? I'll move up. I'm going to move myself. So my first action is I'm going to move myself to... I'll move myself all the way to here. Whoop.
Very good. And I'm going to assume your familiar is defaulted on following you unless you command it otherwise.
That sounds fair to me. It's not going to get any commands this combat. It's a dumb little hand monster. I'm going to expend my second action throwing an alchemical bomb. I have a bandolier, so I can just throw it with the same action that I draw it.
Very good.
So I'm going to throw... What are we thinking, everybody? Fire or poison? Or like necrotic damage?
It's a water creature. Kill it with fire.
Does that make sense?
Because it's not in fire right now. I mean, it's not in water right now. So if it's out of the water, fire would probably be good, right?
I mean, at least we'll maybe make it waste some turns getting back into the water to put out the fire.
Yeah, there you go.
And I don't know if we've got kind of Pokemon style element
weaknesses.
Problems. I don't think it's going to be.
If you did, you'd be going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I'm not so worried. I'm going to throw an alchemist fire at him. So Brave Gut takes a step forward and he pulls out. You know what? I don't think I can justify the bombs being made out of food. So I think it's literally just a vial of alchemical fire.
Yeah, you gotta pack some heat sometimes.
Yeah, it takes out a ghost pepper. No, he just throws that across to try and hit it like on the back so it doesn't splash onto my allies. So I'll make a roll for that.
You can have a pepper-shaped vial.
Yeah, exactly. Are we affirmated?
You are.
No.
+2.
+2? Oh, beautiful.
Toby has been overtaken by the heroic supporters.
All right. Give me a 20 total.
Okay, 20 is going to hit.
All
so go
right.
ahead and roll that damage, and it's going to take persistent damage from this as well.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry, everybody. 5 damage plus 2 persistent fire damage.
All right, 5 damage plus 2 persistent. And you do have your hero point usage. Remember, everybody, you guys, X has 2, Teal has 3, Midge has 3, Brave Gut, you have 3. So keep those in mind if you guys want to use those.
Yep,
and
I'm going to spend my third action.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to drink. Well, you know what? Brave Gut's going to reach into his pack, and he's going to pull out like a weird strip of strangely colored jerky. Like it looks like it's kind of like beef jerky, but it's like orange in a weird way. But pulls that straight out. And as Brave Gut bites down on the jerky, you see as he opens his mouth, it looks like his canines sort of stay there. and they extend out, and then they just keep growing. And now Bravegut has these beautiful long fangs, and the claws on his fingers start to grow out as well. And he crouches down and looks at the beast, and he hisses.
Yeah, it hisses back at you as well. Okay, that's it for Bravegut. Teal. Oh, yeah?
No.
Good, okay. Teal, you're up.
Can I jump over this thing to get to the other side? Can I jump off tag?
Yeah, so it's an action to dismount.
Okay. I will dismount. Well, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just stay up here.
Jumping, dismount.
And you're considered to threaten every square around your mount as well.
Stab
Okay,
You can also dismount any square adjacent, so you could dismount like right here if you wanted.
Yeah, that's not super helpful, but thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm just gonna attack this thing.
Go for it.
Roll
Roll that attack roll. This thing is currently on fire and has a tail wrapped around Midge.
Roll. That's a 20. 22 total.
22 is going to hit.
Okay. Teal swings with her long sword for some damages. For 11 damage.
Good damage, good damage. Hits it for 11, it takes it.
And then she's gonna attack once more. Yeah, I'll attack one more time. Oh, that was so close to a 12.
So close to the nat 22.
That's not gonna hit. 11.
11's gonna miss.
Okay.
Second time it shirks away from you and hisses.
And she'll raise her shield, and she'll like hit her sword hilt like against her shield, banging it in its face, and say, "Now come on, don't you want a fair fight? Come at me."
Okay. That makes it X's turn. As you say that, it looks up at you. It's breathing kind of heavy. It's bloody. I'm going to drown your friend.
It's gonna drown your friend.
It's me.
It's
I'm the friend.
That's a lot of tough talk for something that's about to die. All right, that's my turn.
What you got, X?
X finds a nearby rock to get his leg up on a good power stance. And, you know, earlier, you got this Mithrilica poster, so he's kind of in that mood, and he plays one of their dizzying songs. And he's going to play so hard that it's going to attempt to daze this creature.
Okay, so you're casting Daze.
I'm casting Daze.
So you begin to play this song and the magic starts to wind up. And as you do so, this little bug on Midge's hat perks up and unrolls its proboscis towards you. And you can see the magical energy of your spell just get sucked right into this bug.
Oh,
and it hiccups and then poofs away in like a teleportation looking effect.
That wasn't very good at all.
Your spell fails.
I like shake my lute, like, what just happened, you know? Like, and then
Listen,
I guess
chat asked for negative things in the bag, so this is their fault, really.
Oh gosh.
Anyways, continue. That did take your 2 actions still.
Two. So 1 action. I'm just gonna actually. I think what I'm gonna attempt to do here then is just to perform. So I can do my virtuosic performer. What isn't that the one? Is that the one I want to do?
Lingering performance?
Oh, which one is it? No, it's the one we talked about earlier.
The one where you get to try to fascinate something, right?
Does fascinating have an effect in combat? It does, right?
It does.
All right. Well, I'm going to just attempt to do that then.
Okay, so you're just gonna do a perform, or you're doing
Right.
like a, okay, gotcha. Yeah, so go ahead and roll me a perform check.
Yeah. Let's do that. And here we go.
You are affirmated.
So that's a circumstance bonus, is that correct? Of 2?
Yes.
Let's give this a try. Here we go.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Okay, so this goes against the will DC. That was a 32. You're in combat, so you need a critical success, which you did get. So the creature is fascinated.
Oh yeah, we got the music back on.
Let's see what fascinated does. So it's compelled to look at you, distracted from what's going on around it. -2 to perception and skill checks. Can't use actions with the concentrate trait.
Cannot
They gotta look at you.
Cannot
Hey.
drown others. Will not take any
Yeah.
kobolds to water when fascinated.
Yeah, and it looks like it ends if you guys take a hostile action against it. So, so you start playing, you pick up your song again after that bug ate your spell. And this thing just turns towards you slowly and just like looks like it's in a trance. And the tail loosens up on Midge. Midge, you're no longer grabbed.
Oh, thank goodness.
And that's X's turn. It's this thing's turn. It is going to slowly move over here. This does provoke ops if you're interested in that too.
I am very interested. Extremely
Oh,
interested.
but it will attack us once again once you do.
But it's going toward X.
He seems to have a handle on this.
Does it seem to be moving toward him with murderous intent?
It looks like its face always has murderous intent, but it's moving quite calmly.
It's got
towards him at
resting
this
murderous
time.
intent
Yeah,
face.
It's got resting murderous intent face.
X just thinks it's another fan. He's like, oh yeah, come on.
No, Teal's not gonna stand for this. She'll attack it.
Okay, go ahead and make that op attack. RMIF.
28.
28. Since it is fascinated, it's not focusing on you, so it is flat-footed, so that is gonna crit.
Woo!
We're talking about
Million damage.
20 damage. Not 1 million, but
What?
that's pretty good damage.
20 damage. Tell me how you do this.
I kill it.
You kill it.
Oh, nice. Okay.
oh sweet.
So Midge is like, no, it'll wake up. And Teal looks at X, who's just like feeling this song, so into it. And she like mutters quietly, hoping no one else will hear, but she like mutters this thing, you stay away from my boyfriend. And she'll stab it through the head as it's walking by.
Very good. Goes right through this thing's head. It lets out one last hiss. Its murderous eyes still staring at X as its jaw gapes open and it collapses. And we are out of initiative. And I'm going to say, if it had not been fascinated, that thing was just going to take off with Midge. And it was very fast in the water.
Well,
Hey,
good job.
Okay, let's get those
Midge,
intense
are you
tunes
all
settled
right?
down.
Oh, I feel mortally wounded.
Midge is gonna clutch her chest where she was grabbed.
Really squeezed quite tightly.
If you need it, I do have some very nice cottage cheese that I've received from this dimensional sack. Which, I mean, look, it may not help you completely, but it does work wonders. I found.
Oh, could I
This
try
isn't-
just a smidge?
This isn't
I'd
your
be-
grandmother's cottage cheese.
My grandmother never made cottage cheese.
Exactly.
Oh,
So
Okay.
that's just a healing potion. Out of combat, I don't know what you want to do. Do I need to roll?
Yeah,
for that?
so out of combat, they always maximize. So this is 2d8 plus 5, so it's going to be 21 healing if you drink it.
Holy
Whoops.
crap. 21? Maybe this
21.
is wasted on me. I'll max out though.
Don't worry about it. No one else got hurt.
X, are you
How's-
all right?
How is that
was
cottage
the best
cheese?
song.
Oh yeah, it just came to me in the moment. Thanks, Teal.
Sorry, I'll let Midge describe the cottage cheese as she's
Oh, no, that
drinking
was
it
beautiful.
down.
Yeah, character development, get out of here.
It's
Don't
so-
work in
it's so
character relationship. We gotta hear about the
creamy.
cheese.
It's creamy. It's nothing like my mother's cottage cheese. This is great. Incredible. Genius once again, Bravegut. Absolutely amazing.
I was taught that recipe by a traveling salesman back in whatever year 15 years ago was. 04
04.
of the year of our Lord Absalom, King of Absalom.
Post
May
death of Aradin.
May his reign continue forever. 04.
Very good. Okay. You guys have a dead giant badger looking creature, a cottage cheese healed midge. What are you guys doing?
What is that thing? I've never seen anything like that. And it was talking. Did y'all hear that? That was
Yes,
really disturbing.
I mean, when it cried out, I thought it was going to be Osod. I wonder if this is maybe what the what was heard originally as well. Although that doesn't explain the clear lies about finding his dead body, so I'm not sure. But maybe
Perhaps-
they heard it call out.
Perhaps just a coincidence. They knew this thing was around. They're using it as a scapegoat.
Anybody who wants to know what this is could roll an Arcana or a Nature if they would like. You can
Hell
just go
yes.
public.
Hell yes. Arcana.
Arcana or nature, did you say?
Arcana or Nature.
I'll give
Public.
it a go.
This is a good
Fine.
rolls.
Some very good rolls.
I can't. Oh, there I am.
Teal and X, you guys aren't really sure what this thing was. It
Wait, I
does
got a
look like
20. Does that make a difference?
20 just barely still does not.
Okay.
21 is what we were looking for. So yeah, you don't know what this is. Looks like a big badger with a claw for a tail. Midge and Bravegut, this makes sense to you now that you see this and you actually understand what's been taking people's fingernails, eyes, and teeth, and it's this thing. These are rather uncommon creatures. They are beasts called awhile, and they are known for eating a diet of teeth, eyes, and nails. They will typically try to hang out near water. They can mimic voices. They'll lure people towards the water, drown them, and then eat their eyes, nails, and teeth.
A wasteful creature.
Oh, absolutely
also-
terrible.
You know, that one is actually quite small as well. Like, they get nastier and more fierce than that
Look
one.
how young it is. I wonder if Daddy or Mummy are close by.
Yeah,
I
would we
hope
expect
not.
if we see a young one for there to be part of a family group? Do we know anything about, or do they go off when they're still young by themselves? Or we just
That one was probably old enough to be off on its own. It wasn't like a baby, but it was just not super developed, not near as dangerous.
But they
as
don't hunt in
can get.
packs.
no,
Not
that's-
typically. They're
Okay.
pretty greedy.
Oh,
And you didn't answer the only other relevant question on a nature roll for an animal. Is it good eating?
No, absolutely not. They're disgusting.
Doesn't taste nice.
No.
it tastes like keratin.
All about perspective, though, right?
If you do like very bitter, stringy, tough meat, then it could be tasty.
I bet you have a recipe that can make even this taste delicious, Bravegut.
Look, you wouldn't eat the meat, but you can use the whole kind of body as part of a stock. If you basically you get rid of the innards, you throw the
And the
whole thing in a
arm.
pot, you leave it, you just let it simmer, and you throw out all the actual bits, but you keep the juice. You know, you keep the stock that you've made, and it's okay. Look, it's manageable. You know, I've had
Fascinating.
one nice dish using this creature once, and I've never been able to replicate it. So it's a bit it's above my skill grade at this point. Maybe if I devoted my life to eating this terrible animal, but no. Look, I don't know if it's really worth the effort.
Not worth it. Not worth it. Do you think this has any crafting capabilities? Do you think I could turn any of the bits of it into anything interesting?
Oh yes, before Chase interrupts, every single piece of this you can wrap around a weapon to give it a +1, and it stacks. So if you just stick your
my
sword inside this thing,
goodness.
that's like a +10, I believe.
Do we
Um,
have time? Do we have
no,
time
look, it's
for me to
very
skin
easy.
this?
You just stab it, and your sword is +10 for the rest of the day. That's what I've heard.
Use the
and-
claw as a grip.
Yep, it's perfectly fine. So let's move on before we can be contradicted. Everybody had a question to your weapons, and we're doing well.
Okay, what else are you guys doing?
Well, if that's the case, I did my loot in it too. Is that some ability?
Yeah, no, plus 10 to all.
Very ineffective.
Well, I know y'all are getting real excited about this creature, but we still haven't found the subject of our investigation, as it were.
Yes, because look, honestly, a creature that drowns its victims and removes their fingernails and eyes isn't probably going to leave the bloodstains that we saw on that cloak. And as Midge pointed out, they seem to be possibly man-made. So we might still be looking around. I think traveling to the base of operations is still a good idea. But
Is it just this way across the river?
I believe so. I think we were nearby.
Well,
you still have the trail, Brave Gut, with your goggles. You can still see the traffic moving down this river.
Oh, it's along the river, not across.
Not across, along the river.
Well, maybe we should keep like a little bit of distance from the water now that we know that there's like stuff like this in the water.
Look, I know it might suit the Goldblood image a little bit. Would you like to take the head of this creature? We can show it to the mayor when we return to town, because it's clearly the creature that's been plaguing the townsfolk.
Oh, the head's not my thing.
I mean, that's more like a League of the Hunt kind of thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
I've taken notes though. This is gonna make a great song. Trust me.
Yes. If you just immortalize this battle in song, that should be evidence enough for the townsfolk.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if you really think that they need evidence, we could.
It might let them rest easier, although maybe we can coast off our reputations for that. I'm not really sure. We're new to the competition, you see, the Powder Pact.
Well, how about chop off its hand thing? That's smaller and easier to carry.
Tail hand. Yes, we'll take that.
Question.
Yeah, Midge.
I have never really used one of these bags, interdimensional bags, before. Is it possible that we could just push it through and have it show up back at home, where they could toss it in an icebox?
But I thought we were showing it to the townsfolk here so that they know
we could put a note on
slain.
it and have them send it back in an hour or so.
I don't know how that magic stuff works.
Chase, would that work?
Yeah, it would work.
Well,
all right,
okay.
The ingenious thinker.
You want the head, Midge, or the
And we just
tail?
gonna push the whole bastard in, and she's just gonna start
let's get the whole
shoving.
guy in there.
I will say, this takes a while to go back and forth. So if you do put things through, you can't expect something to just come back on a whim if you need it again.
Sure.
That way.
Yeah, this is for the end of the adventure as proof of our deeds. I think it will be fine. Let's throw the big guy in the center.
We can fit this large creature in the bag?
No.
Oh.
The tail could go through. The whole creature would not.
Could the head?
Yeah, the head could.
Well, how do
Let's do it.
Let's just dice this thing.
All
up.
right. That seems pretty gruesome. Why don't I just take the head and then
All right. If that's better for you, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
We'll do the head.
if you're into like chopping stuff up like that, I don't want to step on your toes.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
No,
Let's just
look,
carry
tell you
on
what,
the adventure.
hey,
All right. Teal just
everybody.
shrugs and turns and takes her longsword and just like chops it through the head.
Yeah, it's
Or if you-
surprisingly tough, but you can
If
get
you-
through
if
the
you
head
would like,
after a few.
I do have a necklace of unending knives and a lot of butchery skills as a chef. I could just quickly, do a quick butcher, get it all into its little bits. I mean, look,
Teal's already
Teal's
hacking through this head,
All
so
right, you just cut the set off. We'll move on.
it's not
no
clean
need.
or pretty.
Yeah, and as X and Teal have an aside, X kind of moves over and says, I think I'm gonna keep that out of the song. You think that's okay? That whole chopping up part. These guys are.
Yeah, I don't know what that was about.
Yeah.
That seemed like kind of weird, but I don't know. Brave Gut, he cooks with a lot of things, so maybe
It's a
I don't know.
cooking thing?
Or maybe Midge is like an inventor or crafter or something. So maybe she's more used to taking things apart like that. But
Okay.
anyway, I think the head's fine.
Yeah, let's just get a move on.
maybe we could set this up like on the stage behind you during the
Teal,
show.
You're a genius, Teal. Get the head. Let's go.
Oh, okay, getting it. Oh,
So you're not putting it through the bag. You're keeping it for later.
Yeah, we are.
Very good. Okay. You guys get this head off, and you've got it. No troubles. Few hacks with the sword takes it off. What are you guys doing now?
I'll wrap it up in some kind of blanket I don't care about, and then load it onto Tag's haunches. And he protests at first, but I talk him down.
I do think I'm going to be walking from now on. No more charging headfirst into danger for me.
Well, actually, that wasn't really a charge. Like he wasn't moving that fast, and actually, the thing more charged us.
Oh, well. Semantics.
That's in the song. We'll get that right.
All right, let's go. Where to, Bravegut? You've got the fancy goggles.
Onwards.
Okay. So you guys are continuing on following this path?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Unless anyone has a better idea. I think this is still, we got to follow up on the human element. So yeah, let's head to the base camp.
Cool. Yeah, so as you're following along this path, you do run across a corpse on the side of the river, maybe about 5 minutes further ahead. This corpse, as you approach it, you can see clearly is long dead, missing eyes, teeth, and fingernails. Just everything else completely untouched. Not mutilated or anything, just those bits missing and on the side of the river.
Is this your father's friend?
I'll look. Can I try
This
to identify
appears to be
him?
a dwarf gentleman and definitely not Osad.
I don't think so, but it seems a real shame to just leave him lying here.
Oh, yes.
You can see he's got some sort of satchel strung over his shoulder.
Oh, does he have any identifying documents?
We are just searching the body to see if there's anything we can
Oh.
identify.
Checking and looting are two very different
Yes.
things here.
Yes.
I'm checking.
Midge
I'm
is
not
explaining to the Goldbloods so they don't think that Bravegut's just like, ha-ha!
Yeah. X is like still taking notes just about this, trying to understand his compatriots here.
Now, while I wouldn't, dwarves are a lot better eating than that creature we found before. Not saying I would, but I'm just saying they would taste better. We shouldn't eat them, but if we did eat them, it would be nicer than that other creature.
And I'm sure you just happen to know that not by personal experience, but just by knowing so much about cooking.
Goodness, Teal. The Powder Pact was, we find out knowledge like this.
Yeah, and technically, it wouldn't be cannibalism because I'm a rat folk and it's a dwarf, so...
Maybe let's just check the bag and see what's inside.
Yes, let's check the bag, shall we?
Teal and I will check the bag.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
go ahead.
Go ahead, X.
As you're looking through the bag, X, it looks like he has got a wide assortment of healing supplies, along with some basics like some rations and whatnot. But this is definitely like a very in-depth traveling first aid kit. This is expanded healer's tools. These give you a +1 to any sort of treat wounds, poison, disease, etc.
X keeps these, but he says these will be returned to the village.
Well, that seems useful. I mean, he's not using them, so.
Well,
but is there any identifying information? That's what you're supposed to be looking
see
for.
anything
besides
identifying.
looting.
It's just these.
Does he have his passport with him?
No passport.
Yeah, you don't see any identifying identification or anything.
But he does deserve a song. Please, give me a moment.
Sing for us.
As I sing the Song of the Dead.
Teal's gonna also kind of try to pick up the body and like move it into the river. Give him like a water burial.
Water burial.
Well, hold on.
X has a water burial song. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Before we bury the body, I'm assuming he does have family back in town. Maybe we could get his body back there for them to bury? I don't know if this is our responsibility.
I mean...
Or necessarily a good thing that we should do.
Okay, but I don't think Tag can carry the head and this body at the same time.
Also, it looks like the river will flows back to town anyway. Maybe we could put him on a little barge or something. But we could organize it on the way back, perhaps, if we are coming back this way. No need to take it with us on an adventure.
Well, okay. Maybe we pull him away from the river a little bit, though, so nothing else eats him.
Do you
All
think
right.
there's more arm-tailed badgers waiting about?
Actually, I feel we should leave him directly next to the river. Because perhaps the presence of strange arm-tailed badger creatures will keep other predators away, but also they're not going to eat him because they've already eaten all the bits they want. I think this is the safest place for this corpse to stay for a while.
All right. Teal will set it back down.
Tail's like, in the river, away from the river, by the river.
We'll leave it here for the moment, and we'll bring him back to town on our way back.
Yes.
And X plays kind of this mixed melody of both water burial song and the song of the lost, and the song of just a medley.
Both very confused. All right. Maybe we should just keep moving then along the trail.
We'll get him on the way back.
Okay.
Yes.
So leaving him there, playing a nice medley. X, you're taking the healer's tools for now.
Yes.
Okay, very good. They're in the items tab.
would-
If you guys want to see them, it's the blue present tab, top right. You can see what they do exactly. Okay, and then you guys are continuing onwards.
Yep.
All right. As you guys travel probably another 20 minutes down this river, you guys can see that it is leading into a more wooded and hilly area, but the river itself is ending into a big, large cave opening. And above this cave, you can see that there's some man-made stone lining the archway into the cave with decorations of these very nicely crafted swords and suns that are drawn onto the stone, which you guys all would know is a pretty common symbology for Iomedae, one of the good deities on Galarion. And as you guys are approaching this cave mouth, let's go to break. So chat, we will be back in about 15 minutes. We'll shoot for 9:10 Mountain Time, whatever your time zone is here. But we are going to be putting up the second poll during break. So keep an eye out for it during break. It will finish shortly after break. We've got the Powder Pact and the Goldbloods. Vote for who you think deserves it so far on this adventure.
And just remember, I got attacked by a cockroach in real life during this stream. So
That's true.
you want
Keep
to
in mind
pity me.
that Tori is not a Goldblood, but Teal is.
then keep in mind that Teal killed the big badger thing, and X fascinated it with his song. Midge might be halfway down the river by now without X.
Right.
Any rebuttal, Powder Pact?
Oh, I would not have been halfway down the river. I had a wonderful blessing that would have teleported me right out of that nonsense. But thank you, Teal. That was very considerate.
Yes, you were very helpful in the combat. It was good that our investigation skills led to us being able to even find the combat in the first place and to know the significance of it. But you did very well at killing the creature that was weakened by Alchemist's fire.
So powerful, so strong.
Very strong.
And your songs, X, they're so nice.
Yes,
I felt
first-
compelled
I
to
know the
sing,
first
but that's
song-
terrible.
Yes, the first song did fail completely, and but that happens sometimes to the best of us. Eh?
Okay.
I'm glad your second song came through.
Wonderful. So we've got Powder Pact and
You gotta stop
Goldbloods.
talking first, because every time they get to just pick apart, so everything they just said, no, sucks. Here's why you should listen
that's
to
the
us.
rebuttal.
Next
We'll
time,
go
we're
first
gonna
next
wait
time.
Wonderful. All right, guys, we'll be back shortly after 9:10. Everybody, please go vote. The more, the merrier. We've got Teal and X representing Goldbloods, Midge and Bravegut representing the Powder Pact. We'll see you guys in a few. Welcome back, geeks, to Tabletop Treasure Hunters. Thank you for letting us take a break. Thanks for sticking around, and thank you for voting. The Powder Pact took the vote again over the break. So if you are Goldblood lovers, you got to rally some support for the end of the stream here, because they got some catching up to do. But it's not over yet, and we still have some session ahead. So before we left, the party just took on some large badger-looking aquatic creature with a claw for a tail called an awhile that eats people's eyes, nails, and teeth. They also found a corpse of somebody missing said eyes, nails, and teeth, along with a healer's kit. They decided to leave the corpse beside the river, where the awhile has nothing left to eat, and other predators will be scared of the awhile. And then they continued onwards along their path, and they did find a cave that they were looking for, which is supposed to be the last spot where Osad, the man they're looking for, was using as a home base and a research research project. Thank you. I lost my words for a moment. So this cave has a large arcing opening into it, and it is lined with man-made stone that has etchings of suns and very beautiful looking swords along the edge of it. This is common symbology for Iomedae, a good deity on Galarion. Pretty common knowledge to most people, so I'm not even gonna make you guys roll for it.
Chase, I think you mispronounced that.
Symbology.
No. Iomedae is actually pronounced Ioma Bay. She is the best girl.
Yes, indeed. Ioma Bay. And so that's where we're at. You guys are at the mouth of this cave. Let's get some music going. And you guys, what are you doing? It's to you.
I don't know if either of you want to lead the way. I mean, I can, but maybe we should. I don't know if it's going to be dangerous. It seems like we've killed the monster.
Is the horse would fit in this cave?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's quite a large cave opening, so it looks at least the entryway will fit the horse. You would have to get a closer look to see if the caverns would contain
X, his name is Tag. I've told you that before.
Sorry, Teal.
It's okay.
Sidebar.
Oh, sorry. Just a quick sidebar. Yes.
Yes, these are humans, and humans can't see in the dark, can they?
No, they have a. Oh wait, no. I was going to make a reference, but I realized it was an Iron Maiden reference, not a Metallica reference. I apologize. Fear of the Dark is an Iron Maiden song. Yes, they have a Fear of the Dark.
Oh no. I only have one dark vision elixir. Do you think I should offer it to Teal, or just bypass the whole, oh no, you X have it, and just give it to X?
Well, I mean, we can also like light a lantern or something.
Meanwhile, Teal is in the background pulling out like a torch and like getting her adventure.
Humans
suppose.
can't see very well in the dark, but they've invented strange devices to allow them to create their own light and bring it.
X fires up his dancing light cantrip, and he's like getting the spotlights all like shining on him and stuff. Like looking good, getting the good angles.
Oh wow, they don't care about stealth, not even a little. All right, well, let's go.
Look, Midge, if you do care about stealth, if you think perhaps there's a risk, would you like to go first before we bring the light into the cave? You can dart around with your tiny kobold eyes.
I appreciate the offer, but if they would all like, I feel like this is their mission, and if it is their mission,
we are guests.
Yes, we're guests. We should follow their lead.
So who's going first? I know, Midge, you said you didn't want to charge into danger. And that's totally fine. If you're feeling a little scared after the last encounter, I totally understand, and that's all right.
Oh no, just I prefer to be somewhere back where I can cast spells. It's not so much being in danger, it's being too close to use my best abilities.
Right. So y'all want me to go in first, and
we
you
can go
stay
in
back?
together. My teeth can cut through any threats, so let's do it together. Shall we?
Wonderful.
Do you want to ride up here where Midge was?
Yeah, I'll jump on the horse.
Ooh.
Okay, his name's Tag, actually.
Oh, I apologize.
You can use his name if you want.
Tag, I'm gonna just jump up, but I might need some help. I'm only 3 feet tall.
Teal will offer her hand down.
Thank you.
We'll pull him up.
Bravegut, don't forget to say the catchphrase of Bravoy. Hee-haw.
Yee-haw. I understand these things.
I'm so sorry. I've never been to Bravoy.
Yeah,
it's all right.
Pronounced yee-haw.
I know.
Yee-haw?
Yes.
You know what? It's too tricky, I think. It's all right.
I'll give you one better. Tag, giddy up.
Oh, yeah. Tag and I kind of have our own communication,
Tag.
but
away.
Sure, she'll tap her heels against Tag to get him
Mush
to go.
is the one that worked there. Come, X.
And like Midge will offer to hold your hand, just like very short and small kobold reaching up to hold your hand.
Takes it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's go.
Hey X, the spotlights look really good on you. Don't get me wrong, but like maybe we could point them, in the direction we're going, so they'll like give us some light.
Yeah. Teal, you're always thinking ahead. Let's I'll readjust them here a bit.
Well, in this case, I really am thinking ahead.
Humor in all of its forms.
So as you guys approach this cave mounted up, you can see that as you're getting a closer look, this cave is narrowing quite quickly. It looks like you could fit Tag in there, but it's probably going to be a bit of a tight squeeze. But as soon as you're noticing this and you're close enough to see this, you do see that there is a glowing light that is moving closer towards the entrance of the cave from inside, as if there's some sort of light approaching. And you also hear echoing voices coming from the cave.
How far
What
away
are
is
you
the
doing?
light from us?
You can tell the light's probably means that it looks like torchlight flickering on the wall, and it's not too far. Like they'll probably have sight of you in a good 12 seconds or so.
Put out the lights.
X does not dim the lights. He is like showtime. Like he like presents himself at the mouth of the cave, like loot ready, lights kind of doing this thing.
Ooh, I would love to duck away from X and hide in the shadows if I could roll stealth.
He says, Osad. Isn't that the guy's name, right?
Yeah, Osad. Uh-huh.
Yeah. We're here for Osad.
And Midge, you're trying to tuck away.
Mm-hmm.
Teal will like drop her torch on the ground. It's just like a stone dirt floor, right? There's
No, it's
nothing's gonna
tinder and pumping newspaper.
instantly lights.
I'm so sorry.
Can I drop my torch on the ground, Chase?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, and she's gonna she's gonna pull out her sword.
Gotcha. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm gonna move maps here. Let's talk about this map a bit. Okay, so we've got.
I didn't like seeing the name of that map.
Oh, so these maps are the Che and Peku maps, so some of them have extreme names that aren't actually applicable. So
Good.
Well, we're
I hope we don't meet an
Don't
ancient
worry
hydra
about
in
it.
here.
While we're switching maps, Chase, I have a request for a random character fact. If you would like
for
me
Teal,
to,
yes,
to begin
please
right
do.
now.
While I get the map set up, I love
Okay.
that. Also, I saw the one for the dead dwarf. I'll give that one once for towards the end here.
Yeah, that one was just for me, so don't worry about it.
Teal will whisper back toward Bravegut and say, "Hey, if this kind of thing goes south and we start fighting, it's okay if you want to jump off Tag. Not everyone is like ready to ride into combat. I've been doing this since I was like, I don't know. I feel like I have been riding a horse longer than I could walk. You know what I mean? My brother, he
Interesting.
taught me how to ride when I was
Interesting.
maybe 4 or 5. So anyway, I'm like built for this kind of thing. But if you want to jump off, that's all right."
You know, I might do that. If you could unmount me from Tag, I might jump off.
I think you should be able to right click your token,
Oh, that's fair.
and then
Yeah,
There you go.
unmounted. I'll do that.
Okay, very good. So thank you for that character fact. Now, we're going to use our imaginations on this map a little bit. Imagine that in a TTRPG. So this entrance right here, this is going to be the actual cave entrance. So you guys are just outside of the cave. You have like an overhang right now as you guys are starting to enter. So it's low light, but it's not quite dark until you get in here. But yeah, you see a couple of figures emerging from the cave entrance. Midge, you said that you darted off to go stealth. Is that right?
Yes, I don't want to be in the spotlights. So I went and I stealthed over to the side in the shadows so that I could, if initiative ends up having to be rolled, I can roll for stealth instead of
Sure.
perception.
Would you like to be here or down over here?
Where I am is fine. I like having line of sight of what's going on.
Okay, very good. So X starts playing music and announcing that you're here for Osad, and you hear the voices cut off and the echoing stop, and you see the torchlight approach, and you can see that there is a half-elf woman and a half-elf man, both of them dressed in quite fine clothing, wearing big, what appears to be like some sort of red gemstone, like a signet ring on their fingers. It's very noticeable, large gem. And they both come walking out, eyebrows furrowed and raised, looking confused. You're here for Osad?
I say that's right.
Oh, well, I'm afraid you're too late. He's dead. We just confirmed it ourselves. Some sort of horrible beast in there. In fact, we better get going real quick. Isn't that right? And he looks towards the woman. Oh, yeah. We gotta run. The thing's right on our tail.
Can I sense motive? These people are being rolled.
You don't even have to.
Okay.
They seem like they're clearly like not panicked at all. They seem a bit taken off guard. And they're gonna just try to run.
No. I'm gonna horse in front of him. I want to like make Tag face I'm gonna present them with his side so he's like a wider obstacle. That makes sense.
You're blocking him off.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of like cut off their path and say, I think we need to talk to you. Don't worry, we've already slain one of those monsters, so I'm sure if it's following you, we'll be able to take care of it, and you have plenty of time to talk to us.
And while she's saying that, X, he's gonna rock it too. He's gonna intimidate these guys with just music.
Okay, going for an intimidate.
The acoustics in this cave are unreal. I know.
That's got to be circumstance bonus something.
Yeah, go ahead and roll an intimidate with your versatile performance here. So you can just roll performance for that if you would like.
Right. Let's do that.
Also, Chase, could you move my token on top of Tags? I can't reach Teal.
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
All right. Gets a 19 there. And I guess I could throw on fascinating performance as well, like both the intimidation plus that.
Yeah, you sure can.
And I think we're affirmated too, so it goes up to 21.
It is 21. Which one would you like to fascinate or attempt to fascinate?
I think I'm expert, so I can do 4 characters, I think.
Oh, is that? Yeah, it's true. Okay.
So
both of them. Yeah. So you start wailing on this. What is it? Kind of like an aggressive tune.
Yeah, it's like it's like ding, 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 right behind the horse as the horse is kind of moving.
Yeah, they stop as Tag cuts them off, and they just start staring at X. Yeah, what did you? What are you doing here?
What are we doing here? What are you doing here?
We just told you we're fleeing from a beast. Go investigate if you want.
I think you should come along with us, maybe.
We're not going to go back to that horrible thing. We'll stay behind you here, but you're going to go check it out.
You said that you had confirmed Osad's death. What do you mean?
Made sure his body's up in there, torn apart and everything.
His body is in the cave?
Yeah, back in there.
So you're saying we found you in a cave with the body of a man that's been torn apart, and you just like to walk away as if it's fine?
What else did you think we should do?
I don't know. Arrest yourselves for murder or something.
We didn't kill him. We told you a beast did it.
Oh yeah, okay, it's a beast. Oh, that's fine. That's not just an excuse you give to a whole village of people so that they attack a castle and you can marry the inventor's daughter. Get out of here.
What are you even talking about? Look,
the people watching at home know.
If you want to go see the beast, then go back there and confirm it yourself. And all you guys can see is you're talking to them. You guys see this very large creature that's like in a low stance, kind of like a prowling cat, slowly creeping up behind these two. Let's go ahead and give some art.
Hello.
It is moving very quietly. You can see its red eyes are glowing a bit in the darkness as it's just creeping up behind these people. What are you guys doing?
Well,
Oh, they were so calm. I expected there to be no beast. They said that's a beast.
Also, notably, you see a chain around its neck that looks like it's been broken and it's dragging behind it.
Well, Teal's gonna start charging for it. She's gonna shout, X, don't let these two just walk out of here. We have questions. But then she'll start charging toward the monster.
Okay, so you're going straight forward towards the monster?
It doesn't seem aggressive. It's like prowly, you said?
It looks like it's prowly, and it looks like it's very focused on this gentleman right here.
Okay.
Okay,
yeah,
going
I'll
for
charge it. I'll charge it against it.
Okay, let's roll initiative.
All right.
I still can't select my token.
Is it?
Yeah,
is
like
it,
you
Fearless
moved it
stuck
around all
under.
over the place, and it was still underneath the whole time for
oh,
me.
interesting.
I
It's
was
on top
trying
for
hard
me.
not to laugh about it.
There you go.
It literally is not
Nope.
changed.
Can you just unmount?
You're
can-
unmounted?
It
doesn't
says Teal
say.
has mounted tag.
Hold up. Let's get you fixed here.
I believe in you.
I mean, I guess the rest of you could roll initiative.
So I can't select mine either, like to get.
Let's
the
see.
little
Let's
shifting on
get
there.
the. Okay,
Yeah,
there's
there's
the
not-
combat encounter has been activated.
Aha!
There you go.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. We'll figure out that mod at some point.
That's actually a 31.
Wow.
I
You
forgot
got
to
a nat
add in the thing.
20 as
Ooh,
well.
I-
So it
Oh, I
doesn't
did.
even matter.
Excellent.
Chase, can you somehow add me in? I like clicking on my token, but
Yeah, I gotcha. There you go.
there we go.
And then Midge, go ahead and roll me 2 stealths, and we'll use the better one for your
20.
advantage and your stealth. 20 is your
I'm-
best.
I'm no longer
Unfortunately.
scared of this monster because its name has popped up in the initiative tracker and it's called a hodag. So it's fine.
I'm not afraid of the hodag.
Hodag. I'm gonna get you.
Okay, Teal, I'm gonna update you to automatically go first here because you got an at 20. Set you there. Add these people in. Okay, we've got initiative set. So we have got Teal, the Hodag, the Brave Gut, Midge, X, and then the 2 people here that are in the cave. So Teal, you see this thing stalking forward towards this gentleman here, and you are just charging forward. So very appropriately, you can go first here.
Yes, as I yell at X to not let these people just stroll on out of here. I'm gonna run, but because I can't remount, it's just being buggy, but I am still on tag and I'll move him later.
Okay, very good.
20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, so I get up here, tags moving along with me.
Uh-huh.
And I
You can go ahead and move tag as yourself right now, and we'll just keep you adjacent to tag for the
Okay.
moment until you
Okay.
dismount.
I'll go there.
Very good.
And I'm going to okay, so I guess I've given an action to give tag 2 actions, right?
Uh-huh.
So he moved, and then he's gonna use his support action as I charge in to really line up my attack. So hopefully it goes well.
So one action is having tag do the support action
Mhm.
and move up. And then, yeah.
So this is my attack. Keep forgetting to add the affirmation, so I will do that right now. Roll. Oh, that was not good. 16.
16.
Oh, are you giving me here? Are you letting me here?
Yeah, so we cannot reroll attack rolls unless you are the
You're
Powder
right.
Pact. So you could use a hero point, Brave Gut, if you wanted to.
I will use one for Teal.
Okay. What does
Love
this
it.
look like? How are you helping Teal?
So I'm still hidden, right?
You're
in
still
the
hidden.
corner.
Mhm.
And so I'm just gonna like put my head down by the ground, and I'm gonna send like a creepy whisper across the floor to jerk the head's thing towards her. Like can't quite see her yet because she's like all hidden, but it'll like kind of look and put its head in a
So
spot
like one of
to
those
where she can
whisper
go.
chambers where you like
Yeah.
whisper into the disc and it like
Exactly.
bounces off the cave. That's cool.
Seems like a thing a crafter would know how to do, right?
Exactly.
23.
23.
I
Did
don't-
you
do
include
I
your
add the
plus 2 for the
bonus?
hero point?
I did not. So 25.
25 will hit.
Yes.
Love it.
Don't like how close that sounded.
It was quite close. The 23 did not hit.
That is only. Oh wait, I forgot to roll with my charge. Add to damage to twice the number of damage dice. So I add 2.
Uh-huh.
No.
Yep.
1.
2. Twice
Why
the
am
number
I
of
only?
damage
Why
dice.
is it only rolling 1 dice?
Do you have a striking weapon?
No, I don't think so. I think
So it'll
it's
just
just
be
+1. Okay.
So it'll be plus 2 more because it's double the number of dice you're rolling.
Oh,
So
yep. I'm
so
sorry.
that's
So,
gonna be
11.
11 damage. Okay. You charge forward and cut this thing with your sword, and it looks taken aback that you just charged it, and its attention snaps towards you. It backs up and does like a frilly hissing type lizard sound. Its tongue is kind of snake-like and forked and flickers.
Well, maybe this is not the most mechanically effective thing, but I think Teal's gonna spend her last action. Can I like gauge its reaction? Like, Teal is afraid that she's just like harmed like
Attacked
a
a
pet or something that was like gonna pounce to play or something like that.
So what do you want your last action to be?
I want to like, I guess reevaluate the situation, like sense motive on this creature basically, or like animal handle. I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception to sense motive.
Okay. Because
You know how like when you step on a dog and they yelp and they run away and they like obviously weren't aggressive and
yeah,
you were
and
the
you're
one
like,
that screwed
I'm
up.
so sorry.
I'd also let you do nature if you would rather.
My perception is a little better, so that is a 22.
22. So as you jumped into action, you charged forward, and as your blade was connected with that, you realized that it looks like it wanted to eat that guy. Like
Oh.
it was stalking
Okay.
him like prey.
So
And now it looks very angry at you.
okay, well, at least she is not guilt-ridden. All right, that's my turn.
That's all that matters.
Okay, so you charge forward. These two both look very surprised. They snap out of the performance a little bit, and they turn back. Oh, what the hell? It wasn't supposed to be free yet.
Free. Did you guys free this thing?
No, it wasn't supposed to be free. Just fight it. Okay. Let's see. That makes it. Why did the initiative get jumbled there? Teal should have been. That was weird.
Yeah, what happened there?
There we go. It should be like that. Okay, it is its turn now. So Teal, it is going to attack you here, and I'm actually going to spend 2 villain points. This action typically requires it to move 20 feet, but I'm going to spend 2 villain points. Just let it do it stationary. 2 hero points, or sorry, 2 villain points and 2 actions, and its tail is coming for you.
What does its tail look like?
Does it have like a
hand?
stego, like a
It's got
stegosaurus kind of tail?
spiky. It's got like a spiked tail. So that's going to be a 33.
Ow.
Ow
This is-
is right. Dang.
Does that hit?
No, Jason misses me.
Does it crit?
It does crit. Blah, 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 blah. But I want to use a reaction. Oh, once the attack is complete. Okay, I'll use my reaction after this. It crits.
Here's the critical damage. 26
Ouchie.
bludgeoning damage. Its tail doesn't actually, like, the spikes don't impale you. They're more rigid than like piercing. And with the 2 action, that was a, what is this called here? That was a toss. So what does this have to make against you? Those damage. Okay, it makes an athletics check now for free. So this is versus your Fortitude DC, Teal. 26 versus your Fortitude DC.
That beats it.
Okay. Does
Doesn't
it critically succeed? Okay.
No.
So that is going to throw you 10 feet off of tag. So it's going to toss you right back over here and you land prone.
Oh no.
Can I use my reaction from my blessing as it's doing this?
Yeah, for sure. What's your blessing reaction?
It's whenever an enemy attacks you, whether the attack hits or not, you may use a reaction to strike that enemy or allow an enemy to strike.
Yeah, absolutely. You can
an ally. Yeah.
Yep. Go for it. You can catch its tail right as it hits you.
Nobody else can attack it except me, so I will just give it a go.
Okay.
Add that. Nat 20.
Whoa! What a huge blessing attack. Okay. That is a crit plus a card. Do you have weapon specialization, Teal?
I don't think I do yet.
Okay. So in that case, it's just going to be double damage.
Yeah, I don't yet. Okay. Teal this was a strange course of events. Teal attacks it, it rears back, and she goes like, "Oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Oh, wait a minute, you were gonna eat him." And then it wallops her with his tail, and then she just slams her sword down.
Love it.
Critical. 22 damage.
22 damage. So yeah, you chop a little end of its tail off. You go flying off though as the heavy tail connects with you, throws you backwards. Tag kind of rears up and seems agitated.
Oh no, Tag.
And then for this thing's last action, it is going to move up over to here and look like it's getting ready to bite this guy. Okay, Brave Gut, you're up.
Okay. Trying to see how sacrificial to be. Is there mechanically, if I want to run up and hype up my defense, is there a way to try and ensure it attacks me instead of the other dude on its next turn?
Yeah, you can do an intimidate to try to goad it towards you.
What's my
or
intimidate skill?
in uncommon situations like a diplomacy of you
Could
nicely
I use
asking
nature,
it.
maybe?
Yeah, since this is a beast, I would let you use nature.
They're both zeros, it's irrelevant. Maybe I won't bother. Maybe if I just attack it, it'll try and attack me. You never know. I don't know how beasts work, but they probably. Okay. Should I do that? I think I can buff myself pretty hectically. Let's do that. Let's do that. I'm gonna head up to the thing with one action.
Very good.
My next action is Bravegut is going to pull out from his little kind of chef's outfit. He's going to grab, I don't know, let's say, it's just like a lovely soup. It's like this warm, beautiful soup in a jar, in a mason jar. And he takes it up and just downs the whole thing. And as he does, you see all of the fur that's covered in his body starts to collect together and starts to kind of get a sheen over it. And it kind of almost looks like what was fur has collected and grown into scales, and his whole body starts to become scaly, and as it thickens out, if there was some kind of keratin eating monster here, it would be having a field day wanting to eat these what effectively are giant claws and fangs made out of keratin from his hair, formed into fingernails all over his body. And that will be
intense.
me taking a Drakeheart mutagen. So that gives
Wonderful.
me a +5 to my AC.
So good.
So that should be helpful for taking a hit, hopefully. You never know. But I can also heal if I take too much damage. So, POW, I've got a +5 to my AC. And I have another action, which, you know what maybe I'll do to help set this up? rather than try and convince the monster to attack me in any form, I'm going to take an athletics check, and I'm going to just shove this dude. I'm going to try and take the guy who's going to bite. I'm going to shove him out of the way. Don't make him an option to bite.
And he's actually still half paying attention to X, so he's just zoned out. So you can just toss him. He doesn't even notice the huge beast about to eat him. He's just focused on X. So go ahead and you can reposition him. If you want to put him more than like 5 feet, then roll me the athletics still. Otherwise, you can just move him.
Athletics.
He's like, of course I want to move more than 5 feet.
Yeah, I got a 28.
Okay, that's a critical success. So you can toss him 10 feet.
Well, let's move him here behind. We're going to keep him safe. Look, we're still heroes, you know?
Very good. I love it. So you toss him. He goes flying over Teal, who's on the ground. Oh, what the hell?
You dragon! You think you've got scales? Look at these babies!
And he is prone. Okay. Very good. That it for Brave Gut?
Yeah, that's it. That's 3 actions.
Okay, Midge, you are currently undetected. If you want to remain so, then you need to move half your speed for your movements.
Okay, I'm not moving right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull out a scroll and whisper cast it. Do I need to make a check to not be detected while I'm doing that?
Does that have a verbal component?
Ooh, excellent question. I believe it does, but
if it does, then yes.
I think all scrolls do.
They have the same components as the spell that casts them, I think. I could be wrong on that.
How do you invoke the words? That's fine. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It has somatic and verbal. Okay.
Somatic and verbal. Wonderful. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and roll me a stealth. And what spell are you casting?
I'm casting Grease.
Oh.
We need to bring this thing's AC down.
Very good.
My stealth is this. We are still affirmated. Let's call this chat love. +2. Add. Fortune. Roll. Man, it's a task to get there.
Okay, you will remain stealthed. Now
Okay, cool.
you get 4 squares. They have to be consecutive.
I'm just going to put all 4 squares underneath him.
Okay, very good. There we go. So he is greased. Now, we tell me what kind of save he needs again against grease to not fall prone. He is flat-footed, just being on the grease.
Yeah, so each creature standing on the greasy surface must succeed a reflex save or an acrobatics check against your spell DC or fall prone.
Okay, here's the reflex save. Nat 20,
Nat
how
20,
about?
really? I can't make you re-roll it, right?
Not unless that's your hero point, which I do not believe is the power.
No,
don't
that was
think
a
so.
reroll arrow
No.
attacks.
Okay. Target creature re-rolls attack roll, taking the better result. Yeah, so if it's a better result, then it definitely would be good. Okay.
Okay, so, but it's still flat-footed. What does the grease look like when you cast this?
Okay, so it looks literally like motor grease. Like, I've been around people hanging out, tinkering with constructs and whatnot, and keeping little movie parts like able to move and function. So it's just like a deep black grease puddle that starts in the center of it and spills outwards, and it's got like that rainbow effect on top. And yeah, this thing is just like slipping and unsteady now.
Okay, very good.
And then let's see here. I will use my I have one more action. I'm gonna start moving stealthily. So 5, 10. Oh my god. My movement isn't working. I want to go to here.
Rocks?
Oh, it is rocks. You're right. Okay, to here. Uh-oh.
Whoa!
I didn't mean to do that. What is happening?
Where is Midge going?
I'm not doing this. My hands are literally up here.
Midge triggered some sort of wild arcana, is now teleporting all over the cave.
I just want to be here.
Okay. You did it.
I moved slowly and I got to there. Okay.
Okay. So this grease just like bubbles out of the ground here. It keeps a steady balance, but its limbs are kind of like sliding out to the side constantly, keeping it a little off balance. So it stays upright, but it is flat-footed. Okay, that's it for Midge. X.
Right.
This lady still seems fascinated. This guy who just got tossed looks like he's kind of snapped out of it.
Yeah, they're in for a real treat here. So X kind of, well, what he does is he takes a moment and he pulls out his, just quickly, like he looks at the poster that he has with him, and he says to it, just kind of quietly to himself, "It's party time." And he begins to play Seek and Destroy Mithrilica, and he casts. First, he casts the Lingering Composition.
Very good.
And then he will cast Inspire Courage.
Wonderful. So go ahead and make me a perform check with the Inspire Courage. Now, these two are immune to it for 24 hours. Would you like to try to fascinate this?
And I'm going to, yeah, you bet. So we're just going to go all in here.
Okay.
So let's see. I've got, the poster gives me some ability here, right? Is this just...
So it's making it so your Inspire Courage is going to give everybody a +2 instead of a +1.
Okay, that's great. And then we've got, we still have the circumstance modifier, right?
Still affirmated, absolutely.
Affirmated.
No
All
more
right.
villain love after my 11 points.
Awesome. So I'm going to roll this thing. Here we go.
Okay. A 30
Just a 30 on that one.
is going to succeed. Does that already have the +2 from the affirmation?
It does.
Okay, so it does not critically succeed, which means this won't be fascinated because it's in combat. But your performance still works for lingering, so you've got 4 extra rounds on your Inspired Courage here.
Excellent. And then, you know what? I'm just gonna move. I'm gonna kind of move over here, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay, very good. You do have 1 action left if you wanted still. Lingering performance is free. Inspire
is it?
Courage is 1 action.
That's
and
gonna
then-
change things then.
Yeah.
In that case, then I'm gonna cast Daze and try to daze this beast.
No more bug to eat your spell this time. So
that will be nice. So this is just
So that's going to be a 14 for the will save. What's your DC?
if I'm not mistaken, let me find it real quick.
No worries.
Let's see, 19 spell DC.
Okay, so that's going to so its save is going to fail, which means that this is going to do your ability modifier of damage to it, mental damage, which I believe is 4 for you. Is that right?
Ability modifier for which ability?
For charisma, your governing modifier.
4. I have to trust you on that one. Here we go. That charisma is +4. Yep.
Nice. Okay, so it does 4 damage to it from the daze. All right, and that's it for X.
That's it.
Okay. This gentleman here is going to look panicked, look confused. He's going to spend an action just snapping out of the confusion and the daze that he's in. Second action is going to be to stand up here. And the third action is he is going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like he is scurrying for the exit of the cave here. This woman is still just staring at X, just in awe of his performance. And that makes it Teal's turn again.
Okay.
Win the fight.
All right. Teal is going to. Can I attack while I'm prone? What does that do for me? What is
Yeah,
that?
you can. You take a -2, but you can do it.
There are too many things I want to do, Chase. Okay. I will give an action to Tag.
Okay.
And I'll say, Tag, don't let him get away. And so I'm gonna have Tag go and run after this guy, and Tag is gonna do his best to block the exit for these people trying to escape.
Okay.
By generally being a menacing horse and running faster than them. So
Yeah, you got it. So go ahead and just move Tag in front of him, and we'll say Tag is kind of like circling. We'll have it be an athletics that this guy will have to try to do to get past Tag.
okay.
Getting kicked by a horse is no light thing.
No fun. He's a big horse too. Gosh, I don't think I have anything that can let me do what I want to do. Nope. All right. Well, I guess I'll just get up. So, nope. Okay. There we go. I'm going to get up. And then my last action, that was 5, 10, 15, 20. I have, oh boy. Where is my
You're
speed?
flanking
20. Okay, I'm flanking here. Am I good?
Yep,
Definitely.
you are. For
Okay.
large creatures, you just have to be able to draw a line from any corner, and it should cross the
okay.
base of the creature.
Cool. Yeah, then I want to flank with Brave Gut. That's my turn.
Okay, very good, very good. That makes it this creature's turn. This creature is glaring at Brave Gut. It turns and glares at Teal. It hungrily looks at this person here. Now this has an ability called Rip and Tear. I'm going to spend 3 villain points to make this attack penalty less.
Ooh.
So it is going to start by chomping at this lady here.
Bad move. That's a fan right there.
Okay, 23 is going to crit her. It just bites into her. She screams. It does like a tear thing where it shakes a little bit, and she starts bleeding horribly and starts dying.
Oh no.
Then it's going to do a claw against Brave Gut here. This is going to be
No chance.
maybe 2 higher than it says. Well, it's a nat
Get out of here!
No,
20.
no. Hero point.
Using a hero point to make it re-roll that.
Yes.
Very
And
good.
I'm gonna bang my my sword against my shield again and say,
Okay.
"Come on, pick on someone at least a little closer to your size."
So it goes to attack you, and that attack is so half-hearted, so it's going to re-roll it before it attacks you. Yeah, here is the roll. That's a good hero point. That's going to be a
Sorry,
16.
I did not mean to announce that to the world.
No, you're good. It didn't. I don't think it's on the stream.
Oh, okay.
So it's
Cool.
fine. 16 for you, Brave Gut. Does that hit you?
My
Oh no, your AC is
20
ridiculous right now.
25 at the moment.
Okay, very good. So that's gonna
Oof.
miss you. And then this claw is going against you, Teal. This is 4 higher than it says here. 17.
No, and a thing happens when they miss me. Oh, he's already flat-footed, isn't he?
He is flat-footed. Yep.
Okay, I think that's. Oh well, I can use my reaction. I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'll just use it for Teal to try and hit this thing.
And this is for your blessing, yes?
Yes, this is my blessing.
Callistria giving you that vengeance. Go for it.
Roll. That is a 30 in all.
Oh
A
yes.
30
The power of Callistria.
Now, doesn't your
compels you.
blessing make its flat-footed condition worse?
In addition, whenever you damage a flat-footed character, increase your damage by your level.
That's right. Okay, very good. Yeah, so that is going to hit. It's not quite going to crit.
Nuts. I'll take the hit though, and it's gonna.
Is that an attack roll? If it's attack roll, you get additionally +2 from.
I did.
That's-
Inspire courage. I didn't add in Aspire courage.
That's going to crit.
Oh.
Boom, boom, boom.
It's through the power of X's music.
X
It is.
wink,
Now,
winks at
remember-
you through the legs.
Oh
of the
my
creature.
gosh.
You
You're
know?
also getting +2 to the damage from Inspire Courage, which will multiply. So 4 higher, plus your blessing extra damage.
4 higher, so 22 plus 3 from my blessing, right? 25.
Plus 3 more because it's a crit. So 28 damage there.
28 damage.
Okay, that's a solid hit.
Yeah, you see the wink. It's like a cartoon, like travels across the battle, and like it like hits Teal right in the chest, and she smiles and hits this thing really hard.
Very good. All right, so that was its turn. Wait, no, it wasn't. It's got 1 attack. It's got 1 action left.
It
sure
does?
it's taking 3?
It rip and
does.
tore, and then it attacked Brave Gut, and then it attacked Teal.
Well, so Rip and Tear lets it do 3 attacks with 2 actions.
Got it.
Oh,
So it is going to make an athletics on Brave Gut here.
Oh damn!
What? It's not gonna try and go after the.
Oh no, you just crit it.
I
That
just
wasn't
crit
Brave
it.
Gut. Yeah, it's gonna athletics you.
Bring it.
That's going to be 24 versus your fortitude DC.
Versus my fortitude. That is going to meet it. Beat it. Is that an attack?
It has the attack action.
Can I use a hero point to re-roll? No, never mind.
Okay. Yep, that's gonna put you back down on your butt. So its tail comes around. It doesn't like smack you full force, but it just bumps you down on the ground. And
It doesn't do damage, it just knocks me over.
Just knocks you over.
Okay.
can I? Did you like athletics attacks don't add to the, or do they take the multiple attack penalty?
So after the errata that they added, they accrue the penalty, but they don't suffer from the penalty.
Oh, I see. I had it the other way around.
Yep. Okay, so that is Brave Gut's turn.
Yes, I have a giant thing on my foundry saying it's my turn. Okay, I got it. It's gone. Okay, now, what did you say when it attacked that other half elf? She dead?
She is bleeding out and dying, but she does not look dead yet.
I'm just trying to see whether there's anywhere I can throw a bomb. But I don't think
if it was a corpse, you'd be okay with that, right?
Yeah, if it was a corpse, I'd throw the bomb, but it's not, so I won't.
Understandable.
Like, I don't see why this is an interesting point. If the person is dead, I don't mind hurting them. If they're alive, I would like to not hurt them. I think this is a very good sense of morals, and I'm
on board with it. I'm on board.
Absolutely.
You hurt someone who's already dead? What a strange rat. So I don't want to do that because I don't want to kill her. Because there is splash damage. Splash damage is a square in all directions, so I don't think there's anywhere I can hit the splash damage and not hit.
Well, so it doesn't go from the creature; it goes from the bomb. So when you hit a large creature, you pick the square you're going to hit.
Yeah, but you can see there's no square of this creature that doesn't have someone
true.
within. Like that's the issue. Like I could have picked the top right square if the elf was dead. But I can't. 5-foot step would be a full move action, wouldn't it? Like I can't.
It'd be 1 action, 2 step. Yeah.
Yeah. Might still be worth it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to take 1 action to step here.
Okay.
And now this corner here is open to hit with splash damage. So I'm going to throw a necrotic bomb.
A necrotic bomb. Lovely. Okay. Go ahead and make that attack roll.
Bomb. Here we go. Circumstance bonuses. I should have. Do I have +4 because of the? Are we affirmated plus? I also get.
You do, yeah. Because the inspire. So the affirmation bar is not technically a circumstance bonus. That's just a flat +2, and then you have a +2 circumstance from.
Yeah, so I'm just making it a +4 circumstance.
That works.
Oh, get out of here with my 4.
Okay, it is flat-footed. That will still miss though.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll that because what I'd love to do is crit, so I'm gonna re-roll.
Nice. Okay, using a hero point, re-roll it.
There we go, 26. How's that?
26 versus the flat-footed is going to still not crit, but it will hit.
All right. Well, I'm hitting with the necrotic bomb.
Wait a minute, that's a 28 because you used your hero point, right?
Yes, 28.
That crits.
Brilliant. Okay. So I'll roll the damage, critical. Which, ooh, 30
wow, 30 damage.
Plus there's, and it's also sickened too.
What kind of damage is this? Negative damage?
Negative damage.
Yeah,
If
how
this
do you do
heals
it?
Oh, it's dead. Brilliant. I'm going to throw this necrotic bomb. It's heading for the corner, but this creature, it's switched on. It's a big, scary creature. So it turns around and it grabs it out of the air. It's like, you can't hit me with that. I'm going to just bite it, take it out of the air. But it's a necrotic bomb. So as soon as the creature bites into it, it explodes inside its head. And it gets the full brunt of this insane necrotic poison explosion.
Very good.
Sorry, creature, you're dead.
And I am going to use my last 3 villain points here to have one last wicked tail slap come flying towards Bravegut. So let's do one last tail attack against you. That is going to be 30 versus your armor class, which I believe is just a hit.
I got it wrong last time. It's not 25. It's 27 because of my blessing. But
very good. Still gets you. That's going to be 18 damage, and then this thing just slumps down dead. But we are not out of initiative yet. So, anything else for you?
No, I've moved. Well, in that case, I do have one more action. Maybe what I'll just quickly do is I'll use one final action on this turn to stop. I'll get rid of my scales. My scales disappear, and I heal. Oh, this doesn't round up, does it? If it's something for every 2 levels, if it's level 3, that still just counts as like one thing. It's not doesn't round up.
Right.
So I just gain 1d6 hit points.
Correct.
But I might as well do that now.
Yeah, might as well.
Actually, yeah, why not? Let's do that now. But we're not out of initiative, so I'll actually roll for it. 3. Cool.
Okay.
So I'll just take
Deal
15
for
now.
3.
Cool.
All right. That's it for you.
That's it for me.
Okay, Midge.
Okay.
You see a dead creature, a dying half-elf, and a fleeing half-elf.
Oh, I am not good at the healing hearts. Bravegut, could you save her?
Oh, I'll give it a go.
You perfect.
Midge, in that case, I'm checking the distance on this spell that I want to do. 30 feet. Okay, so Midge is going to scamper over towards the person who was trying to get away.
Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because I have fleet. I'm a fast little kobold.
Nice. No more stealthing for you. You are scurrying.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, I go to here, and I'm actually gonna cast grease on this guy so he can't escape.
Okay, very good. So he makes a reflex save, correct?
That is correct.
How about a 16 versus your DC?
16. Okay, at the bottom of the spell, it says spell DC is 18 reflex.
Okay, that is
So
going
no.
to fail, so he falls prone.
Perfect. I have one final action. I guess I'll get rope out of my bag as my final action to prepare to tie this guy up.
Okay.
Oh, I don't think you should be running now. You should just stay here, just for a moment while we figure this all out.
So this guy is sprinting for the exit. Tag cuts him off. He kind of halters for a bit and then just slips on this grease. X, it's your turn.
X moves to this elf on the ground. I assume that grease is localized.
It can be 4 squares, so we can just
I'll
say
make sure it's not underneath you. I
Yeah,
can put it places where it's not on you.
the line across.
As this guy's struggling in the grease, he actually just kind of kicks him down again and says, "We've got some questions for you."
Yes.
Very good. Yeah, he puts his hands up like he's going to surrender. You can see that huge red gem on his signet ring, and he kind of just lets out a disappointed sigh.
Exactly like that. That was perfect.
Exactly.
I can't believe I've been caught. Oh, I'm doing so much evil.
Anything else for UX?
Just gonna keep him restrained until the rest of the group comes together.
Okay. This lady over here is gonna make a flat check. She stops dying, and we are out of initiative. What are you guys doing?
Well,
All right.
I said I'd help her, but I don't actually have any capacity to help her. I forgot to make any healing elixirs this morning, so I could give her some mutagens and give her some temporary
X,
hit points, but I think she's fine.
X, you have those tools you found on the trail.
Oh,
Come help this woman, and I'll do that job. I think we swapped. I think we'll be better swapped.
okay. Yeah, good work, Teal. See, he goes and
She'll like give him like a high five
High five.
like as they're passing.
this is how the Goldbloods do it.
What are you even doing here?
I think we are all wondering the same thing about you.
I told you already. We were here to confirm if Osad was dead. Old friend.
Yeah, well, you seem real torn up about it.
People die. Happens.
Can I do a perception on this guy? Is he telling me the truth?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception.
This guy is sus.
Yeah, you feel like he's definitely just full of it. He's not even trying very hard.
Oh goodness. All right. Teal.
Midge is gonna come up and like kind of tug on your armor so you can bend down and listen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's lying to you.
I mean, I really appreciate the confirmation. I kind of figured maybe something was up when they were just walking casually away from the monster and then they said how it wasn't supposed to be free yet, and he's not really
so sassy for a Bravorian. All right.
While that conversation's going on, I want to do two things. I want to begin the healing process, but I also want to cast Charm on this nice half elf.
the conscious one? Or the unconscious one?
Well, I want to heal her, but then like...
You want to charm her as soon as she gets up?
Yeah, she's going to open her eyes and see X, and it's going to be a revelation.
Very good. Okay, now how are you healing her?
I have that med kit that we took from the dwarf.
Awesome. So you will have to roll a so it will take 10 minutes unless you have the battle medicine feat. If you want to patch her up.
Would a potion...
Potion would wake her up right away.
I have a potion. So I'm going to use that instead.
Awesome. Yeah, so you give her the potion, and then it's a will DC, or a will save, I imagine, against Charm.
Charm is, it's... you must attempt a will save with plus 4 circumstance bonus.
Okay, and I'm going to give it misfortune because the way that you're setting this up. So how about a 5 versus your DC?
Yeah, the DC there is 19, so...
That's a critical fail.
I have a new groupie.
Awesome. Let's see. So for Charm, the critical fail effect on that, I believe it's pretty good.
The target's attitude becomes helpful towards you, and it can't use hostile actions against you.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, so she wakes up as you feed her the potion, and then just looks like she's swooning, smiles. She's got kind of a distant look in her eyes as the magic kind of takes effect.
And X in a dreamy voice just, hey, what's going on here?
Thanks for helping me.
No problem.
What's going on here?
Yeah, tell me, what are you doing in this cave?
We were just making it look like a real death.
Oh, you were murdering somebody?
No. Unfortunately, they wouldn't even let us take
in a sexy voice. You were murdering somebody?
They wouldn't even let us take his stuff. I mean, I took this anyways. And she takes off this scroll case that she has wrapped around her shoulder, and she hands it over to you. It's this beautiful ivory and gold engraved scroll case. It's decorated with a bunch of symbology of Iomedae, the swords and the suns, and it's got the initials on it, OU.
OU.
And this thing is glowing. It's clearly magical in some way.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful. But I can see why you take that.
I was just gonna take this for payment. Huh.
Who else is around? What payment? Who else is around here?
Just me and my partner here. We already killed the group aside from Osad.
Are you saying Osad is dead or alive?
Oh, he's alive.
Midge, can you watch this guy? I need to go see if Osad's okay.
Oh, I mean,
you seemed real good at picking up his signals and body language and all that, so maybe you're better at handling this sort of thing.
The guy over there looks up and just looks like taken aback. Esha, what the hell are you doing? Keep your mouth shut.
That is not very polite.
He just like rolls his eyes and he sits down and slumps against the stone, kind of slips on the grease again and conks his head on the stone.
X finds a comfortable spot for this Esha. And anyway.
Teal whistles to Tag and he hops over the grease line and she'll get up and start galloping deeper into the cave.
Okay, it is dark. Once you get past this point here, the torchlight that they brought over in this cave isn't lighting
I'll
anymore.
grab a torch. I'll do the cool. I'll scoop it up as I am riding.
Very good. So, despite this map, it is not well lit currently, but I mean, look how gorgeous this map is.
Are there dragons on the ground though?
So, instead of dragons on the ground there, you can actually see it looks like they've been uncovering and cleaning stuff up around here. When you get in the center here, it almost looks like an old ruined temple. You can see that there's like a sword and sun iconography underneath the dust they've been cleaning up. They've been chipping away old stone away from these walls, kind of restoring their original shape. Looks very old. But more importantly, what you see around here is well, roll me a perception. I'll tell you what you see.
Okay.
And you did say you're bringing a source of light in here?
Yeah, I did the cool scoop up torch from the ground
Torch.
move
Very
while I'm
good.
hanging off of Tag.
How could I forget? It's beautiful. Wow, 29 perception. You see everything. Okay, so this is what you notice around here. You notice quite a few things as you're kind of patrolling around here. Now you see that there is a chain wrapped around this pillar here that's clearly broken. It looks like the same chain that was wrapped around the beast. And when you get the torchlight reflecting off of it, it's shimmering with like some sort of magical energy. There is also just a whole lot of corpses around here. It is a slaughter fest. There are people slain, probably about 12 of them. And right in the center of them all, you can see an older gentleman perfectly matching the description of Osad. And then you also notice that over here, underneath this blanket of tools, you can see that there's a slightly raised stone, as if it could be lifted up. And you also notice back over here, slightly behind this pillar, looks like somebody started scratching something into the wall.
All right, I will dismount so as to not trample the bodies with Tag. And I'll run toward Osad. Is he conscious? Or what's his deal?
In a pool of blood.
Oh, he is in a pool of blood,
Throat
conscious.
cut.
Wait, they said he was alive.
They did.
Did they? Okay, I'm gonna go run to him and see what's going on.
Yeah. This looks exactly like the person in the description. You've seen
Is he
drawings. Definitely dead. Throat cut.
Okay. Teal like grabs his hand, like kind of like lifts him, like grabs his hand, feels for all the vital signs, and then just like gently like lets him back down, and then quietly marches back toward Tag with her and like draws her sword and walks with Tag. Doesn't remount, just like grabs his reins and says, "Come on, Tag, we have something to take care of." And she starts marching back into the room, leading Tag.
So, it's slightly undercut by your character token, just be like,
Yeah.
Meanwhile, while Teal is examining the room, are the rest of you doing anything?
Well, first of all, I'm going to just make a quick.
Also,
plus
production,
11.
we're close to wrap up here, so let's put that last poll up. So everybody, session is nearing an end. Who do you think earned the bonus renown tonight? Last poll, Powder Pact is quite a bit ahead, so if you love the Goldbloods, rally some support for them, or keep loving the Powder Pact, either one. All right, sorry, what were you saying, Bill?
I got a 27 on my cooking roll.
Okay.
Because once this fight finished, look, Exit handling the interrogation. So far, I haven't heard anything of a scream from the other room. So I have reached onto my necklace where I have a tiny little butcher's knife on a necklace around my neck, alongside a couple others, about this big. And I go, and as I do, it comes into a full cleaver. And I've got an animal to butcher. I will not hear it from you that these are not good eating.
Oh, this thing looks like great eating. Oh yeah.
And I'm just like, until I hear the next thing, this is part of the reason that I came on this entire mission, right? You get new ingredients, new things. I haven't cooked with one of these since I was a kid. So Brave Gut is just starting to get up, open up the belly, it's taking out the guts, he's cleaning up, making sure anything that's been tainted by the necrotic bomb is immediately thrown aside, which really disappoints. Just looking like, this was good meat and I can't use any of it. Look at this. The throat, the esophagus is one of the nicest bits of the creature, and I can't even eat it. And so he's throwing all that aside, but he's just preparing that, collecting skin and scales and other bits and pieces until further notice.
Wonderful. I love it. And you know what? I'll be honest, I would eat cooked hodag from Brave Gut. Sounds delicious. Midge, what are you doing? Well, this is all going down.
I have a clarification question, Jace.
Uh-huh.
Are you saying that if a child-sized rat folk knocked on your front door wearing a chef's hat and held out a plate to you full of what they said was hodag, you would just eat it without question?
If they said I got a 27 on my cooking check, oh yeah.
I'm gonna say that every time I have a meal for you.
Better be 27 exactly though.
Okay. So Midge was kind of watching this person, but like a half step away. They don't like to get all physical. That person has a lot of nasty grease on them. And just be like, so, what was the purpose of this murdering? Probably to get, I don't know, fame, money, glory, prestige.
And you're talking to this one here on the grease.
Yeah.
He dabs his fingers in some of the grease, twists and twirls his mustache a little bit more, and then flips you off.
Can we vote for this guy?
Fancy.
Everyone vote for the cool mustache elf.
Very fancy. But come on now. Come on. There's no reason to not tell us. And besides, what's the whole thing about cooperation, lesser sentences, and whatnot?
You can roll me a diplomacy.
Yeah, Midge, what's your diplomacy like? It's okay. We are affirmated. +2. I have fortune. Because that's the best blessing you can get is from Desna.
unless you roll a 4 and a 6.
I can't even use my hero point to re-roll.
Yep, no foresight faction here.
All right, I got
What is
15.
diplomacy but an attack with words?
You know what? That's true.
Yeah, no, he just stays silent. He's just kind of smirks.
Hey,
It
that's
feels
not
like we
very
need the most
nice.
information from X and his new
Yeah.
girlfriend.
Yeah, let's
Maybe
pan over to X, where X has
That's a good
gotten this lady more comfortable. What are you doing, X?
They're chatting, shooting the breeze, talking music. But he looks up and sees Teal. He says, "Oh,
Whose hands are also now covered in blood. I mean, she was already kind of bloodied from the animal, but like her hands are very clearly covered in like fresh blood.
So X says, "Oh, I think you made her mad," and he just stands up and like walks away.
I'm sorry.
And he's like, he's gone. In fact, he might even go in and check out. He's gonna like stay clear of Teal and kind of just skirt the edge and just
Hurt
go
the
check
wall.
it. Yeah, he knows. He's like, whoa, he knows what's gonna happen, so he takes off.
Hi.
Teal, what's happened?
Teal marches out up to this mustache twirler.
Mm-hmm.
Tag is gonna stay next to X's new girlfriend.
Puts a hoof on her.
Oh nope, Teal. She'll walk right up next to this guy, and she's gripping her sword at her side, and she says, "Y'all lied to me. My friend's dead in there. His throat is cut, and everyone else in there is dead."
Oh, did she lie? What a fool. Yes, I cut his throat myself.
I'm muted. Teal's gonna punch him.
Okay. Yeah, you punch him. He's helpless.
She's
and ungrace.
gauntleted too. Like she just full on punches him with her
Roll-
metal gauntlet.
Roll me a d4 plus your strength.
Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
That's all
You
it took.
killed him.
Oh, what is my strength these days for? Okay. Six whole damage.
Okay, yeah. You bloody his face. Just start staining his blonde mustache. He kind of just glares at you and he spits blood back towards you.
Oh, sorry. Did I get blood in your mustache?
Just go ahead and take me back into town already.
I'm not so sure I want to do that, if I'm being real honest with you right now. And she grips her sword a little harder.
Oh, what, you're gonna kill me? That's very honorable of you. I'm sure that the Goldbloods would love to hear it.
We never leave a man behind.
Oh, he
And y'all
wasn't one
just
of
killed
yours,
one of mine.
just a friend. I know all about him. I know all about you.
Why'd you do this anyway? Who are you working for?
Well, kill me or take me into town, but stop with the questions.
Hey, X, can I have a quick word?
Oh yeah, what's up?
So, I wonder, look, it looks like your friend here said they didn't kill Osod. And then the guy who doesn't really like us says they did kill Osod. I have a strange inkling that perhaps maybe whatever Teal saw in there might not be the real Osod. Could you maybe ask, I know it's a bit hard when someone's made Teal angry, but if you could swallow that kind of pride for a second and just, maybe you could ask Escher here about the specifics to see if that is Osod's body. I have a strange inkling Osod may have hired them to kill everybody else and fake his death. But that's just a strange theory.
Yeah, I keep Teal occupied. Let me go talk to her.
I'll give her
She's
something
occupied.
X puts back on his charm. Again, careful of Tag. And he says to this elf, he's like, "Hey, look, some things are gonna come on, girl. You gotta give us something here. Like what?
What do you want to know?
What? Why is this Osad dead? You said he wasn't dead.
Oh, he's not dead.
Where's he at?
That's a fake. That's an illusion.
You hear this, people? The poll's still running. Are you hearing this?
Esha! Damn it!
You hear the Powder Pact stuff?
Oh, Powder Pact! Oh, Powder Pact!
The poll's still going. Powder Pact! Powder Pact! Poll's still going.
Sure. Regardless, X gives a little wink to Bravegut because hey, he respects a good play there. Hey, where's this Osad at, man? Come on, you gotta give me something here. There.
I don't know where they took him. Listen, boss came by, killed all these people, planted the fake body. That's actually another one of the dead ones. He just put an illusion on him, and then they took the real Osad somewhere else. We don't know where. We're just initiates.
Oh, hey, girl.
We're just supposed to plant this beast here to make it look like an accident. The chain wasn't supposed to break so fast. Thanks for saving us.
No problem. So wait, this other guy didn't actually slit the throat? Like, what? Is that the boss dude over there?
No. That's Parland. He's an idiot.
No, good. Yeah, I can tell for sure. All right. Well, you be good under that horse there, and we'll go. I'm gonna go clean some things up. So thanks.
Wait, quickly, X, quickly.
What, Bravegut?
You need to channel your inner Tony Danza.
Oh, well,
You gotta ask her, who's the boss?
Oh yeah. Hey, babe. One more question. Who is
anything?
Who is the boss guy?
I don't know. I haven't met him yet.
Come
or
on.
her. I don't know. They use a really strange voice.
Come on. Where's the last time you saw him?
I haven't actually met him. We just got our assignment here.
Who gave you the assignment? Come on, give me something, girl. You gotta give me something. I'll give you
Yeah,
something.
I'm with the Red Diamonds, and she holds up her ring. That's just where we got our first job here. This was our initiation.
Hey, thanks, girl. He little wink, and he whispers to the Bravegut, Red Diamond. I think that's a thing.
Oh, the Red Diamonds. Have we ever heard? Can I roll like the knowledge?
Roll a society, and I can tell you if you've heard of it or not. Or if you have like a underworld lore or something of that sort, you can roll it.
I have one thing along I do with what's her name?
Absolutely.
Cool. Well, that's just being rolled and whatnot.
So, Teal, I have a few things for you if you're so inclined.
And Midge pulls out just like a kit of tools, and then alongside it a climbing kit.
These are called pythons, and a very interesting thing about crafting is knowing the way that things break. And did you know there are some very specific places on hands that you can break that will just never heal the right way ever again? And I could show you those places if you wanted to get information out of this person.
Roll an intimidation, Midge.
But it's so helpful. I'm helping.
Oh, you can aid if Teal wants to roll the
it's
intimidation.
okay. I can do it. Add fortune roll. Okay.
Listen, all right. Just everything she said is true. She's looser lipped than anybody I've ever seen in our group. Just listen to her. I lied, okay?
Do you want to do it anyways? It's not deaf. And, he could have gotten mauled by that thing.
Don't you work with the Company of Honor? What the hell?
Me? No. I break things and put it back together.
I'm just saying, like, they're your allies. Wouldn't they be so disappointed in you? I mean... Come on, your lines have standards.
Do that.
X signals to Teal like, "Hey, let's go check out the body." I think you might.
I hate to say it, Midge, but he's sort of right.
It's okay. I was just bluffing. Don't worry about it.
Well, as Teal says this, she's I want to just like I want to try and knock him out. Can I just do that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so she's gonna say, I hate to say this, Midge, but he's kind of right. all the same, though, I am real tired of listening to your voice. And she'll just like clock him.
One more gauntleted
Yeah.
fist.
Mhm.
Yeah, this one knocks him clean out.
And then she'll tie him up and load him on to tag, Red Dead Redemption style.
Nice. Brave Gut, for your knowledge, you have heard of the Red Diamonds. They are an up-and-coming crime syndicate. You know that they are iconic by wearing these large red gems on their fingers. That's their signet. But aside from that, you don't know much else about them. You've just heard talk of them on the street.
Oh, yes. I know. Look, if we're dealing with the Red Diamonds, then there's something bigger going on. There are kind of up-and-comers in the underworld. Look, given my restaurant is very technically in the underworld of the sort of at least the Undercity, I get people like that coming into my restaurant every now and then. It's it's a diverse clientele, but I don't know a huge amount. But maybe if we head back, we might be able to discover something about their inner workings and why they wanted to take something or steal Osod himself. By the way, they're dangerous customers, and we should take their rings.
I was just going to say that could be real useful in the future, maybe like as a disguise, or like for gold, right? Ex-Gold. We like that kind of thing. Right. Okay. There were a few things in the room over there that maybe y'all would find interesting. There was like a chain that was kind of magic, and then
There's
like
things?
Yeah, let's go.
Just gone.
Things?
X, are you keeping that scroll case she handed to you, by the way?
I'm hanging on to it.
Very good. Okay. All right, you guys are gonna go investigate the room here.
Yeah, and we can hand wave this. Teal is going to point out all the things that she noticed that
Very
were
good.
interesting.
With your massive perception.
Mhm.
Okay, so the notable things aside from, hold up, I'm rolling a couple of secret rolls here.
Secret rolls.
Literally everybody else besides Teal. Sorry, Teal. As you guys walk in, you can tell that this body in the center is shimmering with some sort of magical energy. It almost seems to ripple a little bit. You failed your secret will save, Teal. That's why it just looked like a body to you. Yeah, so you guys notice that when you point out this loose stone here under this blanket, Teal, as you guys lift up this stone, it's kind of a long brick underneath, and there's this long wooden case containing this beautiful Iomade decorated staff. The staff itself looks like a long sword that just kind of comes down to a point with the hilt and everything, but it's clearly curves at the top like a staff. And it does seem magical. And then as for the scratchings behind the walls over here, you see it looks like something was scratched in very quickly with a python, and you can see two words on there, each one followed by a question mark. One says Magnamar and the other says Galt.
Magma and Galt.
Both
Those are
followed
both
by a question mark.
locations. Do either of these locations mean anything to your family, Teal, or maybe Osod?
Is there any kind of check I
Uh,
could make, Chase?
all of you would know these cities are they're cities on Galarion. Magnamar is over in Varissia. Galt is way farther east. So you would know of the cities, but no relevance comes to mind.
Not that I can think of.
Maybe these are other places that the Red Diamonds are planning to operate? Or maybe it's a marking made by Osod about other things he's looking for. Are there any... Can anybody see anything here that might have indicated what exactly the field research Osod was doing here is? A diary or anything?
Something to...
Did we
Yeah.
find anything like
As
that?
you guys are
looking
looking around, it looks like anything that could be any sort of lead or anything aside from those scratchings that you can see seems to be completely cleaned up. Like this is a slaughter fest, but you can tell a lot of the valuables have probably been taken. You don't see any loose coins sitting around. The only thing of value that you see here is that staff, which looks like maybe they didn't notice it, but everything else seems like it's definitely like an affected crime scene.
Do I recognize any of the dead people? The actual bodies?
No, you don't. None of them seem familiar to you. They're various different ancestries and genders and shapes and sizes. Somebody can roll me a religion check.
Of course, I would be more than pleased.
What about occultism?
No, I don't think occultism would apply here.
Yeah. Then I won't bother.
X is apparently not very religious. I think that was kind of.
X, you have heard deities being talked about.
Yeah. I think that's a song.
Midge, this looks like it's definitely a shrine to Iomade. As you look closer, there's also subtle symbology of Caden Callion around, which you know from religion is Iomade's brother.
Chase, you cut me off.
Oh,
It's
sorry.
okay. No, it's fine.
No, go for it.
You already got there.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
But yeah, so this shrine you would know is maybe kind of a more rare find, something that's dual dedicated to siblings, and it also looks very old. So you can imagine that the research project here was probably just uncovering this temple.
Well, I know Tag's pretty strong, but I don't think he can carry all these bodies back, Bravegut.
No, perhaps not. But look, were they a local research team? Like, I know these aren't Goldbloods. He's an ex-Goldblood. Do we know if he's got his own team or if they were from town or?
He has been residing, you guys know, in the River Kingdom. So he has not been from Demgazi. So they're not locals. They were out on a research project.
Well, then perhaps these ones we should bury. We can't take them back to town. The dwarf I would still like to take back to possibly his loved ones, but it looks like we might have to honor these people in our own way.
We can also just make reportings of where we find all these things, and then the proper authorities can handle the bodies.
True, but that might take them months. We don't want to let these bodies rot in a cave. That's not quite kosher, is it?
That is quite
Yeah,
true.
I'd hate for some stray like necromancer or something to.
Yes, that
Come
always
walking
happens
in
in caves
here.
like this.
I mean,
There's
you never
always
know.
a stray necromancer. They love caves like this.
X is getting a little eager to get going. I got the show I gotta get back to, in town.
X, these
So-
are dead people.
Well, I know they're dead, but Bravegut already volunteered to bury him.
Well, we gotta help him. He can't do that all by himself.
All right. Well, let's get this done.
But I can help him.
Look,
Go to
if
your
you think-
show, X. It's fine. Teal,
you've
you're
got a
supposed to be
show
his
to
biggest
get to-
supporter.
Yeah,
That's
Teal,
perfectly
come on.
fine. Maybe the people in the audience will regret voting to give you renown. I don't know. But if you'd like to go to your show instead of helping these poor souls, I can't stop you.
I mean, if we all work together, many hands make light work, right? We could have like a funeral pyre or something. What do y'all think?
Yes. A funeral
Jace.
pyre is good.
Is legally, are we okay to burn dead bodies that we found and say, we've made an investigation, nobody else needs to look at this? Or like,
Well, we can let the research, like, we can send word back to whoever he was researching for, and they can try and
but
track
like
down
we just
who he
burned
was
like
hired.
a bunch of dead bodies. I keep thinking like people might think that we did it's fine.
Go ahead
trying
and
to hide a
roll.
crime.
Go ahead and roll a society.
I'd be happy to
Oh,
roll
like
society.
we are covering for the
Yes,
murders
that like
that
we're
we
covering
committed.
up
I
murderers.
understand.
Like, does like the law need to like actually do this?
How robust is the Galarian forensic system?
Yeah, so you would know so Midge, you're actually not certain. Bravegut, you would know that this is probably within your rights to perform some sort of last rite rather than leave rotting bodies, especially since you have a couple of the culprits detained, and especially because you have proof with their signet rings that they are from a notoriously rising crime
Yeah.
syndicate.
Last
And one of
rites
them
it
is so helpful. She would just help us get out of any kind of crime we were accused of because she's so helpful.
Yeah, I gave her a
Mhm.
flyer, so.
Oh, great.
All right. So is this what we're doing? We're going to pull these bodies outside, craft some kind of pyre, say a few prayers, sing a dirge, set that on fire, finish butchering this large creature, stick that in my pack.
Wow, perfection.
Are we taking this? Perhaps maybe we should take one ring each, so that we can each continue this investigation. And if they do end up being worthwhile, it seems a reasonable split for our guilds.
That seems all right to me. What do you think, X?
Let's do it.
And what are we going to do with this staff here?
Well, we did all kind of find it together. Maybe we could just talk about that when we get back to town.
Yes.
You guys would know that in terms of if you're keeping any loot, your alliance rules state that it's to be split evenly, with the person the guild who owns the job gets first pick, which would be Goldbloods in this case.
That's right. Let's just load it all up and we'll figure it out when we get back to town.
That sounds reasonable.
Very good. Okay, so you guys are doing a funeral. You are taking the scroll case and the staff. You have noted those scrawlings on the wall, and you guys are heading back with the beast tied to your pack, of course, for your restaurant, Brave Gut.
Of course.
By this point, that beast has been thoroughly, but there's no noticeable beach anymore. I've got like a wrapped up thing of its skin. You know, I've got like a bunch of its bones and things collected in a separate pack, and big chunks of meat that are just piled up, Red Dead Redemption style, on back of the hall. Just a bunch of butchered. And some of that may have value as well. I don't know how much people pay for hodog teeth.
I will, during downtime, if you would like, Brave Guy, I will give you a bonus to any earned income if you would like to serve up your harvested hodag.
Oh yeah, I can do that back in town.
Mm-hmm.
While the show's going on.
Teal's gonna make a point
There you
to also ride her horse between X and this new tag-along we have acquired on the trip back.
Wonderful.
Good idea.
Okay. Sounds good. And that's it for you guys then? Doing that and heading back up. And what did you say you were doing with
Oh, we gotta get she's coming with us, right?
Oh, she's coming with you. Yeah, absolutely.
We gotta get the dwarf body too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Grabbing
we'll
that
pick it
along
up.
the way back. Okay. Let's give a summary aftermath here. First off, we need to change the stream category to Red Dead Redemption instead of Pathfinder. Secondly,
Howdy.
as you guys head back, the town is very grateful. They're excited to see your return. They are sad to see you bringing back one of their local townsfolk. The dwarf was, in fact, Tomio, who was a local from there, the one who had his eyes and teeth and nails plucked. The family is very grateful that you brought the body back. They do their own little religious ritual and take care of him that way. And they do give you a small gold payment as well. And I'll just total all the gold back here. You guys are bringing in an extra. Are you guys turning over the red diamonds?
I don't. Turning to whom?
The literal the rings or the people?
The people themselves.
Yes.
Esha and Parland were their names.
Definitely Parland. I don't know if X has.
So as you guys are on your way
questions.
back, about 45 minutes on the way back, Esha all of a sudden goes from smiling and swooning to screaming. You just charmed me like that? Why would you do that to someone? You're all terrible people. Terrible.
X gonna, yeah, this is always how it goes.
And she just like, she's nagging and yelling the whole way back.
Peach is a nice kobold.
Yes, Midge, you're a very nice kobold. You had
Thank you.
nothing to do. We will ignore the hand pitoning incident.
That
and
was
we'll
just a bluff. Just a bluff. Make sure we got all our information right.
Now, are these people, half elves? Are these? Do we want to hand these into local authorities? Are we taking them back to like big city interrogators? Not interrogators, but you know.
Yeah, you guys
could
could
about a criminal syndicate.
You guys could either try to fly them back to Absalom, or you could just turn them over to local authorities. Or
But
you can let them go.
they-
Choice is yours.
Not letting them go.
Option
They're
3 is
idiot.
not an option. It's off the
The gold-
table.
The Goldbloods, especially vested with Absalom, I think they're gonna actually want him back at headquarters.
That
So-
might
I
actually
think-
be true since they apparently took one of our former members.
Yeah, and you never know where this is going to go. Like,
Yeah.
this could be a big investigation.
All right. We'll
Okay,
take
so
them
you
back.
guys
We're
are
putting a
taking
RICO
them
case
back.
together. We need all the evidence we can get.
Very good. Okay, so you guys are taking them back. You guys have an after party set up for afterwards. Now, X is serving up, or he puts the money forward to plan a big after party. Flyers applied as well. So X, go ahead and roll me a performance. Let's see if you increase your wealth at all with that money that you gambled on this after party.
Oh boy.
And then Brave Gut, you go ahead and roll me a craft check here. And we'll see if you can earn a little income with this cooked hodag.
Can I roll anything? Can I roll an assist for Brave Gut?
Yeah, if anybody would like, for Brave Gut. Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
I want to go around and just be,
Oh, dag! This is quite good. Oh, dag! Yes.
and just say that like all the time.
Wonderful. With a
Is
20
that a-
performance, you will
22. Did you add
22
already?
Oh,
Oh, you
22.
did. You did add it already. Never mind. It's 20.
Well,
Wouldn't
yeah.
change the outcome anyhow. With a 20, you do have a very good party. You're rocking it. The locals aren't the best crowd that you ever had, just because like this is not like a big party city by any means, but you do earn a good amount of coin. You end up gaining 5 coin total, so you get your 10 gold back plus 5 more.
I'll take it.
Nobody's
Brave-
impressed with my hodag jokes.
nobody's impressed with your hodag jokes.
I don't
Uh,
hurt the sales, but people are not that amused.
Roll me one more cooking check here, Brave Gut, to see how this hodag goes around.
Yep, I'm just trying to get my full bonus. Oh, it's only 15 on a natural one.
It doesn't land.
Oh no!
no!
You guys have no reroll options here because no foresight faction. They just don't have the right things you need here to cook a proper hodag.
It's very specific. You need to get the right brine, and really, I should have left it 48 hours. I've tried to go too quickly. I was caught up in the moment.
Yeah, and then like people start hearing about the parts that you cooked it with, and that kind of goes to like a game of telephone where like by the end of it they're talking about horrible things that you cooked, and it just doesn't go over well.
Oh, no.
So not gaining any there. no income gained from that.
I had a plus 14.
Such a shame that nat ones happen sometimes. They'll get you. All right, so you guys have this rocking after party. The mayor is very happy to hear that Osad is not dead, though very concerned to hear the circumstances that are going on. She wishes you luck. She respects that you want to take these Red Diamond associates back to Absalom. And she gives you a fair sum of gold as well, as does Physics when you guys return to Absalom. When you bring in the Red Diamond associates, he adds a bit of extra gold on as well. So your total earnings for all of that, let's see, you brought the dwarf back in to the family. You brought the criminals back. You completed the job. That is a total of 250 gold pieces that you guys earned there.
We also killed the monster that was terrifying the town.
That's the other one. Yes, 280 gold. Thank you. I knew I was missing one.
Or
So that's total. So the way that loot works is we add the gold together in a pool, and we're going to draft the items here in a second. And whichever guild ends up with more worth in items, the other guild will get extra gold to make up the difference. So by the end of it, each guild should end up with equal worth of items. So let's talk about the items you guys got. You guys got a staff, which is a staff of healing. And for you players, if you want to see what those do, I'm adding them to the items tab, the blue present in the top right of your screen there. So that is worth 90 gold pieces, Staff of Healing. It lets you cast the stabilized cantrip as well as use slots from the staff to cast heal. You guys recovered the expanded healer's tools, which are worth 50 gold pieces. The scroll case that you got from Esha is a divine scroll case of simplicity. This is an uncommon item worth 100 gold. And this lets you feed any miscellaneous first level scrolls into this, and it will consume them and turn them into either a heal spell or a purify food and drink spell. That's worth 100 gold. And inside that scroll case, there's currently a first level scroll of Bless, a first level scroll of Magic Weapon, and a first level scroll of Protection, which is an uncommon spell. And that's what you guys got here. So,
Those items did not show up for me, and I just refreshed.
Yeah, me neither. I see the healer's tools.
I need to hit save changes. My bad. Let's fix that.
Okay, I see the divine scroll case. Oh, there we go.
Those showing up for you guys now. Good stuff. Okay, so Goldbloods, you guys are up first. Which one of these items do you guys want?
Well, to be honest, X, none of these things are really my speed because I don't really deal with magic stuff, but like, could any of this be useful to you?
This is mechanically like bards don't really use spells either. Is that correct?
Bards use spells, not divine spells, though they use occult spells.
So could he cast any of these?
You could
spells?
you could learn, I believe you can learn protection here. You can also learn magic weapon. You can't learn bless. Anybody
Learning
can
a
use the
spell
healer's tools.
Could be good.
And then the staff of healing is the other one that could we use that one as well? Like that's just
you could not.
no. Then
Isn't heal on the occult spell list?
Nope, they have soothe
Okay.
instead.
Got it.
then
So,
let's
the protection spell scroll
let's do
first.
it.
Very good. Now you guys can also keep in mind things like you guys can, trade and or sell to other guilds as well. Some of
that's
these are
true.
not available for purchase, so
Let's
just
then-
keep a thinking outside the box in mind if you guys have tactics that way.
Did you guys want to repick with that in mind?
You
We
guys
do.
can also sell these for half price. So
Let's just grab the most expensive one.
Well, we'll get an equal amount in gold.
Oh.
I think we take the protection spell first, and then we can figure out what to do with the
Okay, we
rest
got
of the
it.
stuff.
Protection spell.
awesome.
Oh, brave God, what should we choose?
Look, magic has never been something I've had too much truck with, and a lot of this seems quite magical. Maybe the healer's tools might be more useful. I
don't know how to
some
use them.
healing-
Do you know how to use
I
them?
do have some medical knowledge, but I don't really have any tools on me, so perhaps they'll help me.
Then let's
in the
take them.
future.
Let's take them.
Let's take those. I'll take the healer's
Tools.
tools.
Okay, you guys got the healer's tools. Goldbloods, what do you guys want next?
Divine scroll case.
Divine scroll case it is. Powder Pact.
Hear me out. I've got two
Yes.
trains of thought here. One, that staff of healing could be quite interesting to the company of honor. They might be very interested. It's not available to them. We could sell it to them. Otherwise, I think we should take a cheap item and use all of our money for crafting materials.
No, look, I like where you're going with this. The staff of healing, we could sell it on to another guild. That's a very smart chain of thought. Please, let's take that one, shall we?
We're going to take that one. Thank you.
Okay, staff of healing. So that leaves, I believe, just the scroll of magic weapon, which goes to the Goldbloods.
And scroll of bless.
Bless.
Scroll of bless. So which one of those do you guys want?
Magic weapon. I can perchance we could use it.
Cool. That leaves bless to the powder pact. And then I'll off camera, I will split the gold evenly to you guys. I'll send you your final loot list there of what you guys got. And we will call that a session. Did you guys have any other questions before we wrap up? I will announce the powder pact did win the bonus renown. So you guys did complete the job and you completed it well. So everybody gets a renown. And then powder pact, you guys are getting 1 extra renown. The vote ended up being very close, 16-13. So it was a nail biter by the end there.
Bloody that final vote. when all we did was sort of hang out in the cave while the Goldbloods just came and just like charm you, fascinate you, do like 20 damage with a big swing. We're just like, yeah, but you can vote for them, please. We just sort of hung out. I
was like, have a grease spell.
I got super buff and powerful, high defense to only take a hit and get hit anyway. And
hey, you saved one of the red diamonds.
But you killed the monster.
I did technically kill the monster, but that was after the vote, I think. But no, so yeah, but I'm glad we won.
Yes, it was a
My
close
only
one.
question was, is there any capacity, I may as well just ask on here, for either of us crafting-based people to have accumulated during the course of this adventure access to a new formula of thing to craft, right? Is there any parts of these monsters we've been butchering that's like, oh,
that's interesting.
This, you know, is there anything that, like, we don't need to do it now because it might require something, but is that a possibility?
So yeah, so what I think I can do is during you guys are going to all have a downtime phase at a certain point. So we can say you guys have been gathering stuff and taking notes, and I can maybe give you guys some free formulas if you want to spend some downtime days to learn formulas from stuff that you've seen.
That'd be
cool.
Really cool.
Yeah, I like that. I think
we
that's
can
pretty
research.
cool.
We'll look into that because I'm thinking like, there's maybe like something with me like, oh, actually, Hodag, glands are a perfect thing for getting the elixir that masks your scent. Now I can break that down. I can figure out how to make that and replicate that, things like that.
Yeah,
I want to make a trap out of an arm that comes out of something that you're not expecting.
Yeah, right. Like there's ideas there.
Very good.
Sweet.
Yeah, I like that. We'll look into it. I think it's great. Awesome. Well, we'll call that a session then, guys. So that is it for these two guilds tonight. This is like our first round of our first two jobs is done, which means everybody has had equal sessions, and currently that puts the Powder Pact in first place. So congratulations, you guys snuck ahead by a point here tonight. Next week we have our very first round of arena games. So we are going to have all four guilds each sending their representatives that you did not see in these last two sessions. Are going to be battling against each other, trying to kill each other's constructs. Your construct dies, you're eliminated, and there's going to be big renown rewarded at these arena games. These are going to be happening periodically throughout the season, so hope you guys like those. Make sure you guys tune in for that. And as for these two guilds and these players here, you're going to see them in our next round of jobs. I don't know, when are you guys on next? Goldbloods, you guys are on the end of the month, so I think the end of August. And Powder Pact, you guys are going to be up just after the arena session. So we'll be seeing them again soon. And yeah, we'll call that for tonight. Let's go over our players one more time because they were amazing. Nathan, tell us about you and what you do.
Yeah, again, Nathan Smith with the Knights of Esteel, making mobile apps for tabletop RPG resources. So check them out, knightsofesteel.com.
Yes, and you can get a free art pack for treasure hunters in one of their apps, NPC for Hire, if you join our Discord. So check it out. It's pretty neat. Tori, tell us about you. Do we even know you? Who are you?
This is where I live. I live at Level 1 Geek. Come watch on Mondays if you want to see me DM Dungeons and Dragons for Chase and M and others. That's me.
Yeah. I also am with Level 1 Geek though, and I don't know if I live where there's cockroaches, so you might want to check that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want cockroaches on my leg.
No. I don't recommend it.
Em, tell us about you.
My costume is actively falling apart. My horns are falling off right now. My name is Em. I love TTRPG stuff, and you can find me playing it like all week on different channels, mostly here though. My biggest project that I'm really hyped about right now is we are doing a charity stream on the 14th. It's a Saturday. We're gonna do like an all-day stream and raise money for some kids. It's for a charity event where we're earning money to make kits for them. They're gonna have like D&D therapy, and it's gonna be introduced into this like Westward Preparatory Academy. And if it does well, they're gonna make the program nationwide. So we're gonna really hope it helps out these kids. They're all in like really tough situations. So we're excited to have a chance to help them out.
Yes, that is gonna be awesome. Definitely make sure you guys join us for that on the 14th. Awesome. Bill, tell us about you.
Yep, I'm Bill. I make podcasts. You can find everything I do at consumethismedia.com. That includes Escape This Podcast, my escape room show, Solve This Murder, my murder mystery show, Play This Game, which is my Twitch channel. And I also have made a couple of little games. One of them we played here, tabletop role-playing games. So you can go to, there should be a link somewhere on that website to the itch.io page where you can go and pay what you want for Gateways, which is a game about using interdimensional portals to do a heist. Or you can get my other game called The Hunted, where you're trying to figure out which people in a town are ghouls and which people are not, and try and get all the ghouls out without killing all the townsfolk. And that is a tabletop role-playing game that doesn't use dice. It uses a deck of cards to build a town, and it uses just a coin flip to determine most of your actions. But it's good fun. You should check it out. And that's what I do. But that's it. That's me.
Sounds awesome. We did play Gateways. It was great fun. I'm sure The Hunted is no different. So yeah, check it out. All right, guys. Well, that is it for us tonight. If you like what we do and you want to see more, please follow us over on Twitch here, or go subscribe on YouTube, social media, or join our Discord if you want to really hang out with us and get to chat with us. We have a lot of fun in Discord. That's where we have a lot of our community. Super fun to chat with people there. You can also show your support by purchasing dice and cool stuff from Die Hard Dice or any of our other affiliate partners. You'll find our monthly discount code as well as our Patreon link in the discount section below. Thank you all so much. We appreciate all your support. We couldn't keep doing this awesome type of stuff if we didn't have your support behind it. So thanks for letting us play games. Thanks for making the games more enjoyable. Now go take a long rest. Go eat some grilled hodag, and we'll catch you guys next time. Good night, everybody.